The world of Banya cracks in anticipation of the approaching storm. Its lands strain against unnatural forces, and warnings of what is to come have been carefully placed among its people. Warnings that led us to a few tieflings, Goliaths, drow, and halflings. But how can this unlikely family of broken people stop a force that has been generations in the making? What strength is left in the bonds of friendship?
All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Goats and Dragons, the podcast where Hopeful Gaming plays Dungeons and Dragons. You're going to see us record it live right now. Should be a good time. Should be a blast. Prior to getting into the festivities where we're going to be goofy and silly and have a good time, I do just kind of want to mention, as we've been doing for a while now on our stream, we're very much aware the world is on fire, and sometimes it feels less than productive to sort of play games or be silly at this moment. We've thought a lot about this at Helpful Goat, and this is a way for us to personally get together with our friends and recharge, to get back into the world. This is not us trying to escape our reality. This is us sometimes dealing with our reality 6 seconds at a time.
Maybe a little bit escape our reality.
Escape for maybe Darcy, because Darcy can't handle it. But also,
I can't.
And I get that. I totally get that.
Yeah.
Yes, we're not trying to ignore any of this. This is us just trying to get through it, if that makes sense, and trying to help you get through it as well. Because sometimes it's nice to see your friends play games and act silly for a while. Specifically, if you type !BLM in the chat, you can get directed toward BLM specific sites, and we want to draw attention to this to this movement where Black Lives Matter. I know that does not seem to be the case in our world, and our hearts go out to Louisville and everyone struggling over the decisions that the laws made over Breonna Taylor's passing. That is just horrible, and yeah, rightly so. The world is on fire for stuff like that, but also the world is on fire beyond any control of humans. They have fires and disease and depression and just stuff that is also completely out of our control. And we totally recognize that we're here as friends for you and for each other, and this is just kind of us trying to get through it as well.
We play to keep our spirits alive so we can live to fight another day.
Absolutely. And it's great to see my friends here tonight. We have an extra friend joining us tonight, which I'll get into in just a second. So I think without further ado, are there any kind of specific announcements that we wanted to get into?
Probably just the note that coming up in October on Wednesdays, we're going to have some one-shot programming for Halloween sort of scary story stuff, and that will feature currently me DMing, Rachel DMing one, and Heather, who plays in Tyr Moontree Isle, will also be DMing. So
super excited. Spooky times coming up there. That'll be a lot of fun.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
And that's probably the last time Darcy will sing tonight.
Incidentally, other things that happen on our Discord server is conversations about words like spooky and like whether they're like appropriate, and there's like histories to them. And this is not me calling out Andy, just identifying.
Spooky?
Also, yeah.
Wait, which word are you saying? I'm so sorry. Do you say the word spooky?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was co-opted at some point by.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some discussion of that. It's all the constellation of navigating the ways in which the world is on fire and trying to be a human.
And the importance of Jewish delis.
And the importance of Jewish
we do talk
delis.
about that actually a lot tonight. This was most of the lead-in. Prepping for this? Discussing characters? No. Latkes.
Yeah, right.
Latkes.
Yeah.
Excellent. So I'm about to introduce the players this evening, and as I do, if you don't mind highlighting your own pronouns as well as that of your characters, that would be super helpful. I am Andrew Gilbert, he, him, his, the benevolent dictator of Help a Goat, but tonight I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master. And I'm not alone. With me, as always, is the unbenevolent dictator of Help a Goat, Galway, playing the tiefling sorcerer Charity.
Hey everybody, Galway, pronounce he, him, his, and I play Charity, whose pronouns are also he, him, his.
Lena, playing the Goliath barbarian Stormbringer.
Hi, Lena, she, her, hers. Stormbringer's also she, her, hers.
Adam, playing the halfling rogue Burbage Kemp.
Hi everybody, greetings from Pittsburgh, where I just moved. I'm so excited to be here. My pronouns are he, him, his, and my character Burbage Kemp's pronouns are also he, him, his.
Our guest for this evening, for a few sessions, Rachel, playing a mysterious person named Clem.
I'm Rachel, she, her, hers, and I pay? No, I don't pay anybody. I play Clem, or Clementine, who is also she, her, hers.
Excellent. And Darcy, playing the tiefling cleric Hakari.
Hello, I am Darcy, and my pronouns are they, them, theirs, and Hikari's pronouns are she, her, hers. And tonight's song goes out to Stormbringer. This is not in my range, so please bear with me.
I just like that as Darcy announces this, I'm just like, and lean back in chair, get comfy.
She's tall and a little gigantic. At night she's screaming, fight me. Tall and a little gigantic, makes enemies frantic. At night she's screaming, fight me. She likes to be always messing in our shit. It ain't no blessing. Traumatized by white tiger guys. She can't sleep. She just can't help it. No. She might be the queen of a Goliath tribe unseen. No. Oh no. She's saying yes. It causes her much stress. She's fierce and a little gigantic, makes others pedantic, and when she rages best, run the fuck away. Tall and a little gigantic, makes enemies frantic. At night she's screaming, fight me.
Beautiful.
That was phenomenal.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Excellent. Okay.
Are we making that canon also, like in world? Like, was Hikari singing that as Clem ran up?
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So last time, spending more quality time with the Bovalian Ravagers, the group got to know them a bit more and had time to discuss their own travels. A few days of wandering the world passed before finally the cabin lighted on the mysterious mountain peaks of Bovalia. Stormbringer recognized the area as the stomping grounds of her old nomadic tribe. The night before Burbage had felt a strange connection to Shennick and his own brother Avery. Charity is trying to make sense of his own part in the grander schemes of gods, while also trying to piece together his friend's past. And Akari is singing loudly as the group says goodbye to the children and heads across the rocky stream into the mountains. Now, as you gather wits and your bearings, a small gnome bounds down from the mountain cliffs amidst the boulders and onto the worn path in front of you. Rachel, would you like to describe what they see?
Yeah, so you see an old crouched gnome woman in a big, dingy cloak, and she is just covered in bags. It's bags on bags on bags tied around her with baskets stacked up on her back, and they're just chock full of fun goodies, different animal parts, plant roots, random liquids, bases, acids, emulsifiers, you name it. She looks clean, just very weathered. She has stark white hair and teeth, bright green eyes, and is a whopping 3 foot 1 inches tall. And she also has a big, glorious ginger beard, and there is a big, fat cigar sticking out of her mouth.
Nice. I love it.
Love it.
So, all of you see this as Akari finishes up her song about Stormbringer. What would you all like to do?
Ah, who's that? Is that a Goliath? No, this gnome is this. How tall are gnomes compared to halflings?
Slightly shorter, yeah.
Actually,
Oh, shit.
by Player's Handbook, slightly taller. It's commonly
really?
misthought that gnomes are shorter than
Oh.
halflings, but halflings are actually shorter and squatter.
Well, how tall is Burbage?
Like
But-
3 feet?
But the ranges overlap, so it depends on
Yeah,
the
I'm
individuals.
3'1", so
She's gonna flex on you for that all night.
Wait, let me see. Let me look at my character sheet.
this is important.
Oh yeah, Burbage is exactly 3 feet. You're 3'1".
Yep.
All right, so my line
Price is
stands.
right at it.
My line stands. Oh my god, is that one of your Goliath friends, Stormbringer?
No, it's just a child. I mean, like it doesn't look like a child, right? Because it's really wrinkly. But maybe
And the
it's
beard.
a nut child. I don't know, but it's not a Goliath, and it shouldn't be here.
She's running right at us, like with a kind of a slow jog, and she's just coming straight at us. We've probably got a solid 20 seconds before she gets here, too.
Hello.
She's really slow. I think she's so short because she's a child, and children are very slow.
On the off chance, are you trying to murder us? Because if so, I would request you stop running towards us.
If you're trying to murder us, I will fuck you up.
No.
Oh, well, okay, continue running then.
We're over here. Do you see us? Come, you're running
She-
right at us. If you don't deviate from your current path,
Typical halfling wit. I'm sorry. Did you say the name Stormbringer?
No, he didn't.
no, I did not. I said, Snow Mountain Baller.
Can
Yeah.
I insight check that?
Sure, yeah.
Oh, no.
Let's do this first roll. Woo.
Go ahead and give me a
Mountain
deception check,
baller.
Burbage.
I'm also just
I
gonna.
know.
Say,
Well,
I'm gonna just say
Lena
that
and I kind
over.
of talked at the same time, so I don't know if we want to give.
Each other? Can we assist each other in our deception?
Yeah. So Burbage, give me with advantage.
I'm also just gonna say that above Burbage, Charity is sadly shaking his head.
Are you giving Burbage guidance with your head shake?
God no.
I think so.
So I might, let's see if this works, because it is something I have proficiency in, and with advantage, I think it's going to be weird. Oh, no, it worked.
It was the
it's
expertise
18.
that was freaking
Dang,
out.
it's one more.
It's
Can we not see Rachel's rolls?
Oh, I rolled a. Oh yeah, they're just to
17.
GM. It says.
Oh.
Mine. I just noticed now. It says just to GM.
yeah.
So you can change that in.
Me can change that.
I could probably do it real quick for
Oh,
you.
that was
Yeah.
grammar. Me can.
Me
You
can,
can
you can,
change.
we all can, for we can.
So yes, so Rachel, you just barely kind of squint. Didn't seem right, but why would they lie about that? That sounds weird. Probably they're telling the truth. That's kind of what you get from them.
Well, you were, and it was like you were running up to us. It was at a distance,
Yeah, right.
and
Yeah.
so you just must have misheard us. We said Snow Mountain Baller.
Oh, that sounds real similar. So I mean, I get it. So I'm Clem. What's your name? And I kind of turn from Burbage and go with my hand out to Stormbringer instead.
I'm like about to. Well, I'm okay. Never mind then. Fuck me, I guess.
I'm a Snow Mountain Baller, small child. How old are you? About 3 years old?
I mean, you're close. Just a bit more.
4?
Andy, how old would I be?
She
in
will
terms
literally.
of, like,
She will literally continue doing this in increments of 1. So please skip to something closer.
closer. Try again.
No,
5? Are you 5 years old? That's so old for a little child.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm gonna turn to whoever else is next to. So who'd be next to Stormbringer? Either Charity or Hikari.
Probably Hikari, yeah.
Okay, I'll turn to Hikari and stick out my hand.
I'll shake your hand.
What's your name?
Good start.
Ricard.
No, your name, Akari. Message cantrip Akari. You said last time, 5 minutes ago, that your name would be Rosemary Sinclair.
Oh, that's right. Right. I say that out loud.
I have notes.
Rosemary Sinclair.
Y'all get real confused about your names, huh?
I know.
Well,
We're
Rosemary, it's
just,
lovely
you
to
know.
meet you. And then I'll turn to Charity next. I'm
I'm-
Clementine. You could call me Clem.
a pleasure to meet you, Clem. I'm Caloran Charity of the family, and ironically, I'm the one with the most cause to be confused about my name.
So, do I have to call you all of that, or is
Charity
there like?
will be fine.
Okay, thank you. And then I'll turn to Burbage and be like, "Hello, Clem."
Hello, Clem. I'm looking up at you. I don't know why I'm making this 1 inch difference different than every other character I've met in this campaign who's much
and I
taller.
stand up a little bit taller as I look at you.
Hop on a rock.
Hello, Clem. Pleasure to meet you. My name is Burbage Kemp, DOD, Defender of Diefield. You might have heard of me. And that's fine now, because the crimes for which I was wanted prior,
Oh, you're a
I'm no
criminal.
longer-
You know, I'm not surprised with your type.
I'm not. I wasn't, I used to be a criminal. Now I'm a reformed adventurer.
I'll believe that when I see it.
Charity's
You're looking
gonna
at me now, honey.
lean over. Didn't you say you were gonna be going with either Theodruxac or Attaché Edric?
Hey, message cantrip Charity, you said your real name, and I'm just trying to toe the line, that's all.
I always said I was gonna use my real name.
Oh, Clem, I just realised I had a bit of confusion around my name. It is, in fact, Attaché Edric.
That's so different.
Oh, I don't understand how you got confused. I mean, it seems
Charity's gonna
close.
gonna lean down. He gets confused a lot.
Well, tell us, why don't you? You only have the one name your entire life. Have you never entered into strange situations where identity was, kind of contested and dangerous and had to be mitigated somehow with a
You mean where I had
fake
to
name?
where I had to lie like a halfling?
Was that
Jeez.
excuse? All right.
I'm sorry.
I feel
it's
like
just,
that's the second
it's
racist
been-
halfling remark.
It's been a while since I've seen anyone that wasn't a Goliath or a giant. I'm a little rusty. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so rude.
I'm going to give you the benefit of the benefit. Hold on, everybody. I got this line.
I believe in
I'm
you,
just-
Atashayadric.
You'll have to just excuse me for being a bit flabbergasted, a bit flustered at what could be taken by a less gracious halfling as a kind of thinly veiled racist remark. But I'm going to give you the benefit of a doubt. The doubt. Benefit of a doubt? Charity. Is it a doubt or the doubt? The?
It's the.
I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, Clem. Now,
Nailed
we've
it.
got questions for you, and I'm
You
sure.
know what, Atashayadric? I'm also gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. So we'll just both be on the same footing. I mean, my
All
footing
right.
will be a little bit taller than yours, but
Oh, you think? Oh, I'm going to stand on tippy toes. Can I get a bit taller than her, Andy?
On your tippy toes, just slightly, but it's mostly just drawing even. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
You up, Atashayadric? Do you want me to pick you up?
No, not right now. Storm, snow, mountain baller.
So as you can see, we're not always so great with words, Clem. But what brings you out to the mountains to be mostly around, as you mentioned, Goliaths and giants?
Yeah, little children shouldn't be in the mountains on their
She's
own.
not a child. Not a
I
child.
think it's true.
I like this one. She's funny. I live here. I've lived here for a really, really long time.
No, the Goliaths live here.
Yeah, we're buds. We're all
No.
buds.
Snow mountain baller? That's possible. You know how you and I are quote unquote buds? It's just
Yeah.
as possible for
No, but
other
I mean-
Goliaths to be buds with this gnome person.
No, okay, no, because I would know if there was a gnome, right? Like I'm a
Would
Goliath.
you?
I know everything about Goliaths.
How long? All right, okay, backstory time. How long has it been since you were here in the Bavarian Mountains where you grew up, Snow Mountain Baller?
You ask that like that's something that I put in my backstory. Definitely not. I think I had just left like maybe a year ago or something. Well, now it would be a year and a half.
At the opening of the campaign, it was
Yeah.
not very long ago.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it hadn't been that long.
Andy, how long would you say that Clem has been in these mountains then?
You've been in the mountains for probably about 40 years or so now.
Yeah. But then how long
kinda-
have I known the Goliaths? That whole time? Or?
Various tribes. You had some trade dealings with the various tribes in this area for like the last probably 10 or 15 years.
So you just but you don't travel with the Goliaths since
No, I'm more of a loner. So I really just, I'm an artificer by trade. I just really love to be in nature and be near all the plants and all the weird animals and all the different things. And I'm really good at finding that stuff. And so I came out here to be closer to it and further away from certain people. And the Goliaths just kind of help me out. I give them what they need. They give me a little bit of social interaction when I finally feel like I maybe need a little bit of social interaction. You know what I mean? You can only be alone for about, 2 years or so before you start going a little crazy and talking to yourself a little too much.
Sure, yeah. Hey, here's a
that felt
question.
oddly specific.
Have any of the Goliaths ever picked you up and put you in a bag around their back in order to achieve some secret purpose.
Not to my recollection. I do go to their to all their important ceremonies, though. I'm kind of
No,
like
you
a
don't.
yeah. Somebody just died recently, and I was at their burning.
Who died? And I would have known if there was a gnome who went to all the important ceremonies. You
You know,
definitely
there's
don't.
like a lot of Goliath tribes out here, right? Like a bit.
No,
I
but you
mean,
don't get it. Like, I'm a baller. I know everything about all the Goliath tribes.
I don't know what a
Okay?
baller means. Are you good
I
with
guess
balls? Do
code
you
word. It's a
juggle?
code. No, it's a code. It's a code, Clem, because Clem, because because it's a code, and I would know because I know everything about all the Goliaths, and you weren't ever at any of the important ceremonies. So who are you really? And also, who died?
Yeah, Andy, I would know who died, right? Like,
Yeah, it was one of the real nearby clans just had their leader die a few months ago.
yeah, one of the nearby clans, insert name here, had their really important leader, insert name here, die a few months ago.
You're talking very
Andy?
strange.
So this was the insert your name here.
Attaché, I don't think you're in a place to.
So this was the insert name here clan led by insert name here.
Yeah, it's a weird place. I mean, you know, Goliaths are kind of literal, right? And so maybe they just hadn't thought of a name yet, and so they just kind of put that in there, right? You know that about Goliaths. I mean, I see you're traveling with this Bala.
I mean, there is like an insert name here, Clem. Yeah.
Stormbringer, what was your mother's name?
I don't even remember if I wrote that in my backstory, but I don't remember it. Let's go with Vicky Rock Punisher.
Rock Punisher. I love it. That was the name that Clem gave you.
Yeah, it was a rock punisher. I was there at her burning.
But
She was a great leader, you know, and we really traded a lot. And then she died recently, and I was there to pay my respects, you know.
I thought all the Rock Punishers had died a while ago. And also, I don't like you.
Oh, well, we've only just met, so I mean, I guess I could go. I just saw you. I heard the song from far away.
I mean, how did Vicky Rock Punisher die? I'm not, they don't have a stake in this race. I'm just asking because that's small talk, right? Asking about how people die. It's like how you make small talk as a Goliath. So how did she die?
Give me a history check there, Clem.
Ooh.
A history check. Didn't it just happen? Okay.
A 22. Interesting. Yeah. So you, as someone who just sort of trades, you can attend these things every once in a while, but you are not privy to much information, Clem. However, you did kind of ask around, and it did seem like there was, there must have been a struggle for power, but both people in that struggle died, and they were honoring Rock Punisher at that particular time. So it seems like someone challenged her for leadership of the tribe.
You know, things can be a bit weird here in the Goliath tribes. I mean, you seem like a very nice Goliath yourself, but it's there was somebody challenged her for power, and they fought, and then they both died, and I only really made it to her burning because I just kind of passed through. So that's about the extent of the information that I have.
Right, yeah, that makes sense. Who took over? Just, I know that because I'm a Goliath, but I'm testing you.
This is the name that you gave me, Andy, that I know for who took. Oh no, because
Probably, yeah.
it
The
Dawn
current
Protector then.
leader. Yeah, Dawn Protector.
Okay. There's somebody named Dawn Protector, but they haven't really been around much lately. They're, I haven't seen them around because I've heard they've been off doing something, but I just know the name.
What have they been off doing that you've heard?
They're looking for some other Goliath. It was, you know the name I thought I heard earlier, that
Oh, yeah.
Stormbringer. That's who
Yeah.
they're looking for. I think that's why I think I was hearing things. I was thinking about what I just heard about Dawn Protector, and and so it must have just been that I mixed it up. So that's who they're looking for, is Stormbringer.
We should go. We're in these mountains by mistake. We took a wrong turn, and anyway, we meant to be at the beach. So
Well, wait a minute.
We were just at the beach.
Message cantrips, Stormbringer. Remember when I thought that Theodric was looking for me and I wasn't sure whether he was looking for me because he was mad at me for accidentally killing his father, but there was also this kind of possibility that maybe he was looking for me because, he was still in love with me and wanted to forgive me for accidentally killing his father.
I really just want to imagine that you're message cantripping and not saying anything, but you're just doing air quotes.
I'm doing the air quotes. Yeah, for sure.
In real life.
Yeah, I'm doing those.
You just see them staring at each other.
So maybe Dawn Protector is looking for you the way Theodric was looking for me, which is as a totally love-motivated, non-secret holding NPC from our backstory.
I'm gonna look at Charity while this is happening and just be like, do they
This happens
do
a
this
lot.
often?
Yeah, this happens a
Long,
lot.
meaningful looks, are they like an item?
No. No.
We're not an
I've
item.
seen weirder things. Oh, you're
Stormbringer,
here. Sorry. You seem
Yeah,
really
I'm here.
distracted.
Sometimes, 95% of communication is between people's faces as they stare silently at each other, mouthing words.
Fair. It, like I said, I've been in the mountains for about 40 years, and most of that time is by myself, so I might have forgotten a few of the intricacies of human interaction. I hope you'll forgive me if I'm a little awkward.
You haven't.
That's fine. Things have changed out there, Clem. Things have gotten real weird. Stormbringer, message cantrip. Just try to get a sense of why Dawn Protector's looking for you. For Stormbringer.
Okay, but if I get a bad sense, we're gonna go to the beach and find the book, the Protector of Arcanum, a different way.
Okay, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Just sort of a heads up. I don't think that's an option, but go ahead.
Hey, Clem, so, just because I'm curious, I know this also, I'm just still testing you.
You seem to really know a lot. I'm impressed by all your knowledge.
Yeah, I know everything about the Goliaths Club. But, why is Dawn Protector looking for this Stormbringer?
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm not really as you noticed, I am a small gnome lady. I'm not really like a political insider with them. I'm just, we're kind of friends. I'm not really like a political advisor. They don't really share all their deep
Makes sense,
tribal laws.
Yeah, weak people don't usually get a voice. I understand. You're very small, scrawny arms.
I am. It's true. I'm small and weak, but I'm pretty good with leaves and mixing them together to heal you up or maybe poison you.
Hey, that's really good. You gotta find, your niche wherever you can and do good. Yeah, that's good.
Thanks. That's really nice of you.
For the first time since this sort of conversation has started, Charity doesn't look either mildly pained, and if it leaves to either heal you or poison you. Go on.
I mean, I don't generally poison people.
Ether's
not
good.
More. That I might have done. So, how do I put this? I really like to make things. I really like to invent things. I don't really like to hurt people. Sometimes the things that I make end up hurting people. I don't really like that. But I just like making things. I like making potions and I like making items. I mean, I trained a lot and I learned a lot. And now I just come here and try and do it myself without anybody taking over my items and using them for their own devices. Because I don't like that. I like to be in control of my things.
Again, I don't feel like that was hypothetical. That seemed specific. But I also am interested in medicinal arts and sometimes in the anti-medicinal arts. Perhaps we can have fun conversations. Do you perhaps have any idea where this tribe of Goliaths might be at the moment?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I know where all the Goliaths are. I follow their paths and where their things are. Yeah.
Were you in any... Is there any chance you were headed towards any of the tribes at the moment that we could follow along with you?
Nope.
Fair?
But I could be if you make it worth my while.
Oh, I see. I know exactly what she's saying.
She's requesting
I
payment.
know this type 100%.
A professional?
What are you saying?
You give me some goods, and I'll give you some services.
All right, speaking of goods and services and items and devices, before we get ahead of ourselves and go check out the Goliaths, which, let's be honest, could be quite dangerous, Clem, you wouldn't happen to have in one of those many bags you're covered in a book by any chance?
I mean, I got lots of books. I live here for 40 years by myself. Do you think that I didn't bring some literature?
I request formally a list of your book inventory.
How about if you employ my services the next time I sit at the campfire, I'll make a full inventory for you.
All right. We'll
Fair.
hire you to guide us through the Bavarian Mountains. Charity, you have money. Pay the gnome.
Oh, do I really seem like I need money out here in the mountains?
I'm also fairly sure I have the least money of any of us.
Oh, right. You keep spending money on, like, fancy magical objects that are going to benefit the entire group.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
Money are we paying?
Well, she doesn't want money, does she? Clem just said she's above money. What are you, a
Oh.
socialist? Is that what you
I
are?
mean, yeah, I think that'd be great if we could all just maybe take care of each other in ways, you know. But anyway,
I like you.
money's not really like a thing in the mountains. There's not a whole lot of like stores that I just go to and give them some gold. And they give me food. Like, I could use something neat. I like trinkets.
All right, you like trinkets. Okay.
So,
All right.
you know, for each one of your passages, you each just give me a trinket, and I'll take you to the Goliaths.
I don't know what a trinket is. Do you want a water skin?
I have.
I'm gonna pull out like a broken, like little, like clockwork person that I tried to make. Like just like a little like thing of cogs and stuff, but it like very obviously is weird and out of place and doesn't exactly work. It's got like springs sticking out of it. And I say, this is a trinket. It's just something neat and strange and different.
I don't have that.
Can
I have a spear.
I mean, spears are pretty cool. I don't have spears.
Okay, do you want a spear? You can have a spear. I don't use it because I have the big leg.
Yeah, give me a spear.
Cool, yeah. Also, I don't think we need this Clem to guide us. Like, I know the mountains, but if y'all want to, this is fine. I just think we'd be fine. Here's a spear.
Yeah, did you also know? I mean, you seem to know a lot, so I'm just double checking with you that you knew all of this to make sure that our knowledge is linked. That there's been a lot of like I sent some people out to gather some stuff for me, and they never came back. And there's been some, I don't know, things seem a little strange right now in the mountains. It might be better if you have somebody who's traveled them for 40 years to really show you the way.
Hey, I think that's super ageist because I'm only like 20 years old, so that's not really fair to me.
Really? I thought you were 5.
You're 5.
Not you, Snowballer. Wait, what group of people did you send out? Did you happen to send out some like weird monsters that eat things with their rib cages?
No, I generally don't employ monsters to
different
gather
continent.
my items. But I wouldn't mind finding a monster that destroys rib cages. I think that'd be really neat to study, and maybe I could find something cool on them.
There was nothing cool.
Nothing.
There was nothing good about that. Dead frogs everywhere.
Dead frogs everywhere. Going on in the mountains, like just people like not coming back just means they like have a bad work ethic, or don't like you, or whatever. People just go away for all sorts of reasons. Sometimes they're exiled. Sometimes they just get a different job. You know, it's really very common. So what else strange stuff, just to make sure we're on the same page, because I know strange stuff too. I just want to make sure we know the same strange stuff.
Andy?
Yes?
What other strange things? I know you mentioned that, like, some stuff had happened, and... or maybe I'm misremembering.
The giant elk herd that was supposed to come down this winter never came down from the north. That seemed weird. This house that appeared out of nowhere is certainly weird.
Oh, you mean our house?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's right. Like,
this morning you
house?
saw a Goliath kind of just on their own, walking through the trees, dragging like their axe behind them. And Goliaths aren't usually alone like that. Yeah. Just,
I relay those things.
Yeah.
Dom and Dragons alert. Dom and Dragons alert for listeners. That first item in Andy's list has a connection with our special campaign featuring Dominic Monahan, Dom and Dragons, which you can find in the Goats and Dragons podcast feed. Now, back to our regular programming.
I like that Rachel's doing the like harp hands.
That's like a little weird, yeah. Like, I mean, okay, fine. I guess you can come. You can have a spear, and yeah, it's cool. You seem like a nice short person, anyways. I don't know how old you are. You're very confusing about it, but that's okay.
Hikari, what are you giving Clem?
I have some manacles.
Yeah, Hikari hands you these pink fuzzy manacles.
Why are they pink and fuzzy?
They are definitely pink and fuzzy.
Oh, Clem's eyes get really big. What are these?
They're things that you can put around someone's wrist so they can't get away.
Oh, I bet I could put some magic on them to make them even more fun. Okay, that one's good.
Like,
Oh, shit. Burbage is looking in his bag. He was, like, so close to handing Clem the manacles and wand that he had found at Israk Devir's and had used on Arbin. And now he's like, shit. Hikari beat me. Yeah, they're different, but he doesn't want to seem like he stole the idea from you. So now he's like panicking, going through his bag. He like finds the Fire Blight cult mask, the cultist mask that he's been carrying for like so long. And he's like, he feels torn. He doesn't want to give that because like it's coming so handy over the years.
Definitely. Gotten you out of a lot of scrapes.
And into some scrapes, I imagine. So instead, he's going to pull out. All right, I got just the thing for you, Clem. I have for you a caltrop.
Wait,
One caltrop?
All right, I'll give you two caltrops. Ha ha.
All
right?
I guess you can't expect much more from it. Thank you so much. It's really nice of you.
From a what?
Or just-
From a defender of Diefield? You know,
From a person
folk...
who keeps forgetting the name. That's all I meant. I figured you might be having
I
trouble.
didn't forget my name. My name is Thea Drucksack. Hello.
I thought it was
Attaché.
Well,
So we got Thea Drucksack, Shadrick, and Burbage Kemp, and 2 caltrops. I mean, you seem like a troubled boy, so it's fine. I'll take your caltrops. I
I'll
don't
give
want
you a third caltrop to forget at least one of those names.
You've got it, Burbage Kemp.
All right, 3 caltrops for the gnome.
Are you
Believe that
still
works.
Are you still holding that little sort of clockwork figure out? And it's sort of like springs have popped and broken on it. Tracy's gonna be like, well, I have these sling bullets that I can give you, but also perhaps this. And he's gonna pass his hand over it and cast Mending.
Oh.
So what happens to my cool little clockwork
If-
man that's all broken and funky?
Assuming like it
Yeah.
has like a normal appearance, like I could think, oh, this is a humanoid shape, etc. It'll just sort of form more to that, I would assume.
Yeah, there are a couple like gears that were bent in it are now like straightened. A couple sort of rips the thin metal have now kind of gotten adhered back together. It doesn't technically work in a clockwork fashion yet, but it looks nice.
The materials
it's
are
clean.
more
Yeah,
better.
it's
More better.
It feels
Ooh,
like a
it's
small-
pretty.
person again. Yeah.
Thank you. That was very nice of you. What were the other things you mentioned?
Sling bullets.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take those too. I don't have a sling, but I can figure something out.
I'll hand you a sling. Maybe forget, I don't know, 2.5 of the other names.
And I just take it and immediately start swinging it. Like, wow.
Oh, God.
What does a clockwork automaton do? Asks Cookie Sea Monster.
A clockwork automaton?
Oh, this does nothing. I have no idea how to actually make them properly. So it's just a little man that's made of springs, and it's mended now, but it doesn't actually do anything. It doesn't work.
Yeah, it's close. You've been working on it for a long time, and you kind of nearly cracked it, but you're having trouble sort of powering it.
I thought I could make like a little jumping man, like a little guy where you'd wind him up, and he would just jump on his little feet. But instead, he kind of like exploded into a thing of strings. So now he's not exploded no more. So I appreciate that.
Whoa.
Oh, that would be cool if you could make it.
I
think
mean,
this is cool too.
thanks.
What?
Oh my God! Look at Lena's cat.
Oh. Hi, Buck.
Kitty.
Buck.
All right, so you guys have all paid your dues. Shall we head off into the mountains? Is there any particular Goliath tribe you're looking for, or just any Goliath tribe? First one we come across?
I think. Wait, is there a particular one? There's not, right?
Yes, there would be, because they sort of all split up. So you'd be looking for Dawn Protector's tribe.
Can we really quick? I thought Mountain Splitter came to see me and said my mom was already dead like more than a month ago.
Yeah, a few months ago. Yep.
Yeah, it was a couple months ago that I saw.
It was a few months ago
Okay.
that this
Yeah.
happened.
Okay, and the tribes have split up since then. Okay. So the Dawn Protector person, you said they were like gone, right? Gone.
Yeah,
away?
I've never actually met them. I just heard their name.
Okay, then maybe we're looking for insert name of tribe here.
Oh, good. Okay, yeah. I was, it's been a while since I visited that tribe, so I think that we'll definitely go to that one.
The White Fangs. Yes.
The White Fangs.
Yeah.
Remember that my name is Snow Mountain Baller.
Yep, you're a baller. I got it.
And can you punch?
And I just like really as fast as I can, just like punch her thigh.
Okay.
Very effective.
Attack roll, attack roll.
Give me an attack roll, Clem.
So I don't have a
Fumble.
martial attack set up, so I just need to
It's
roll
okay.
a d20, right?
It'd be a strength attack, yeah. So add whatever strength you have.
Add?
I have
Question.
1. Thank you.
Or subtract. Yeah. 12.
A 12.
Yeah, you punch Stormbringer's leg, kind of glancing off of it a little bit. Stormbringer, it was cute, but it didn't hurt at all.
Okay, never mind. It was a nice thought. But thank you for your efforts.
I mean, asked and received, right? You didn't ask if I could punch hard.
Can you punch hard?
No.
Okay, well, thank you. That's okay.
But I could do other neat things.
Can you do any neat things that might fuck up my face a lot?
I mean, yeah?
I
Non-lethally.
would just love it if you would make my face look super fucked up.
I mean, I can... Okay, are you sure?
Yeah, no, I
I
see.
look over at Charity because Charity seems to be...
Non-lethally, if possible.
Permanently disfigured. Just
I
you know,
mean-
enough to last maybe fuck my face up enough to last a couple of weeks.
I got some acid. Could I
That's-
splash some acid on your face?
That sounds like
Jesus.
something permanent.
I mean, nothing's permanent. I can heal you, and it's fine.
Here,
mean,
Clem, get on my shoulders. I'll lift you up, and you can just throw that acid right in Melonballer's face.
No.
that's my.
I
cute
can
nickname.
also throw it 60 feet. I don't think it's that tall.
I can also throw it 60 feet.
Maybe
All
we
right,
have.
never mind, Miss 3'1".
Maybe we have an option that doesn't involve permanent scarring.
Well, no, but we're gonna listen. Clem said that she could fix it.
Yeah, I mean, I can cure your wounds.
Does that fix scars?
All right,
I mean,
we don't need to
no.
do this. Melonballer, here.
Can I
Take
look through
this.
Melon Baller? Can I look
I'm-
through like do I have any like weird tinctures that I could like rub on her face to do weird things?
Only if she was
Wait.
like, only if she was sort of allergic to something. Which you have so much stuff, it's possible she's allergic to one thing you have.
Do you
But it
have
would
any
take time.
allergies?
Not that I know of. Just rub it all over me and see what sticks.
Guys, this isn't necessary. Just take the Fireblight
what are we
coat
doing
mask.
here?
Melonballer, just wear my Fireblight coat mask.
I'm not sure that it's a good idea for people to think I'm in a cult.
Wait, I have a thing that might be a thing. Give me a minute. Let me
Okay.
rummage through my bags.
A thing that might be a thing.
I'm really good with the words.
Charity's gonna sort of turn his head to his shoulder. Seamus, do you want to play with the other bag children?
That might not be bad.
I found it.
I'm curious, Andy,
I'll plop
would
Seamus
Burbage,
down.
would Burbage fit inside Seamus?
Yeah. You
Oh my
definitely do.
god. Let's keep that in mind for a future scene.
No one tell him the ramifications of that. No one in chat, go away, be quiet.
Oh, I missed it.
I was just
That's a good idea.
I was just going to specify that Seamus is a sentient item, and therefore this plan or jape requires Seamus's consent.
Seamus's consent.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The consequences. Oh hell no! I'll let those play out live.
So,
Atash Seamus Drick. I'm just saying.
Andy,
Yes.
I have a special thing that every time I wake up, I make an elixir, and it
Okay.
lasts, and it's that day.
Uh-huh.
And it's random what it is. So can we roll for saying I made one when I woke up this morning?
Sure.
Let me see. Sorry, the text on the push to talk. Remember.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just like the sudden
Okay.
declarations of push to talk.
I have a thing called experimental elixir, and basically I roll a d6, and it will tell me one of the possibilities is something that could help.
Okay. Yeah, go for
So
it.
I'm gonna roll my d6, and it's every morning I do it.
Yeah.
So like it'll be
Sure. Five.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I made a potion this morning, but all it does is let you fly. But every once in a while, I make a neat potion that lets you change however it is that you look into whatever you want to
Yeah, that
transform
sounds
into.
Perfect.
Yeah, but
Could you
I'm not super good at it. They're kind of like experiments that I'm still working out. So sometimes you fly, sometimes you just walk really fast.
That also sounds good. I could
Sometimes
get
you do walk really like on an or what are those things?
Yeah, it's
in
like you're on
airports,
one of
the
those
moving
people
sidewalks?
movers at an airport, right? You know, you're just
That'd be
walking slightly
awesome.
faster than everybody else.
I like it.
All right, well, this is perfect. How about this, Clem? Why don't you guide us a bit of the way into the mountains? We can set up camp in the mountains around a fire. You can share with us your book inventory. And then in the morning, you can do another elixir, and we'll see if maybe it would be useful for us. How about that?
Yeah, works for me. You could tell me stories of the outside world.
Oh, we've got plenty of stories.
Yeah, the Goliath tribe. The Goliath tribe is probably about a day's away, so you could get pretty close, make camp, and then head in if you wanted to. That would put you there probably mid-morning tomorrow.
We do that. Star swipe.
All right, just follow me up the mountain.
All right, Clem takes you through the path that is somewhat worn, further into the mountain, into the pine trees, past bubbling brooks. The snow is still pretty thick, a little bit higher up, and Clem does climb elevation a little bit, so it's starting to get colder. It's starting to get a little bit icier. You have to kind of be careful and go a little bit slower on a few rocky areas than you thought. But Clem, you are sure-footed in this area. You know the way entirely, so you don't have to roll a survival check or anything right now. And probably about 2 or 3 hours into your trek, Clem, you kind of catch out of the corner of your eye down into the valley a little bit, a bit of movement. And at first you think it might just kind of be like a deer or something stuck in some brush. But then sort of out of the other side, there's that Goliath again walking, just kind of almost stumbling, like they have a limp just a little bit, and just kind of walking south.
Hey, that's the Goliath I saw earlier this morning. They're acting real weird.
Oh, this can only mean good things.
The Goliaths usually aren't they're usually better at hiding in the mountains and don't just drag their axes. Should we check on them? Maybe
Yeah,
they know the things we need, and then we don't have to go anywhere.
I can try and talk to him. I usually try and avoid when things look like they might kill me, because, it's kind of how you survive in the mountains.
And you're
But
super small, I understand. It's really hard.
maybe
Maybe
you can come with me then, since you're so big.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Just my name is Snow Mountain Baller.
Yep, Snow Melon Balla. Got it.
It's not my name.
Close enough.
So Clem and Stormbringer are going to head down to that Goliath.
Okay.
Is everyone else just chilling for a moment, or are you going with them?
I'm going with them.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. What are you doing, Burbage?
I don't know. I'll go if you go. Do you want to go? Should we go?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's go. Can you carry me? Are you as strong as Melon Baller?
Me?
Yeah, Kari, we've never tried to have you carry me. We did have that sort of acrobatics thing that we did back on the ship that one time.
True.
And I collapsed.
You could carry him, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, I'm
I'll
pretty
do
sure
it.
I've carried
Want to
him.
ride piggyback?
Yeah.
Yeah, piggyback. Woo!
Woo!
All right. So Hikari, give me a strength or athletics check to carry Burbage down the Rocky Mountain. Let's
Oh,
see.
great. I'm gonna slip.
It shouldn't be bad.
You say that?
Ah!
So,
That's a crit fail.
We were
so,
having fun for a minute, going woo, piggyback, woo.
And it was still a 9 on
Hikari's
athletics, too.
newfound empathy with her family again is very eager to give Burbage a piggyback ride, and you get lost in the moment just for a second, start kind of bouncing around from rock to rock. But again, it is a little slipperier since it's icy up here. And you go ahead and immediately slip off one of the edges,
I knew it.
start to tumble and bounce down this little ravine down to
Is
this
it like
kind
a
of
Homer Simpson? Like,
down to this kind of prickly bush
can
down
I cast
area.
Featherfall on them, or they're not really falling, are they?
They're not really falling; they're kind of bouncing.
Tumbling. Okay.
Yeah. So each of you take 9 damage.
Oh
Wait, did I see that
Like-
coming?
Can I
No,
ask that?
no.
no! We're
You wouldn't have
down
asked for the
there.
piggyback ride if
We're
you
laying
had.
down there now, going woo.
Are
but
they
you made it down
usually this
first.
irresponsible?
No, actually, this is an improvement in her
Team
mood.
dynamics.
Yeah.
It's all right, Hikari. We got here. That's all that matters.
This is also
Yeah.
literally Charity does not remember Hikari's code name. He kind of remembers. He kind of remembers Stormbringers at this point. He knows the ones that Burbage has used. He doesn't know which one he actually went with in the end.
Message cantrip Hikari. Rosemary Sinclair. More like Fell Mary Sinclair.
You just hear Hikari giggling from the
giggling.
bushes down below.
Oh God, they may have gotten a
Ow. Ow.
concussion.
You guys, so you guys did make a decent amount of noise, falling.
She has a history of brain injuries.
Landing in the
Trying
bushes.
to have fun.
You mean that as we kept on wooing as we fell?
Yep.
Hold up the little flight potion that I have. It would
Yeah.
have been good if somebody took this, huh?
The rest of you are just being very careful, making your way down slowly.
So if
There's no
you see, if
rolls
you
to be
watch
made.
my
It's fine.
guidance, I'll show you the good steps to take to get down. So, because I know all the good paths.
Yeah.
This
You
is
see,
neither the,
If you just follow me.
you see
this
Charity's
is neither the time nor the place, Clem.
guidance.
I
You
really
say.
need to see a cartoon drawn of this.
And Charity and Stormbringer, your eyes immediately go to that figure that's walking away to see if they heard Hikari and Burbage. They did not seem to. They seem to just be straight ahead, continuing.
So that's not.
Right.
Which
Like,
actually
there's-
feels a little odd because they're making a decent amount of noise.
Like, there's all these idiot non-Goliaths that always
Yeah.
piggyback around on these rocks.
So Charity's just gonna say, like, as he's picking his way down with Stormbringer and Clem. So that scene, pointing at the figure that's just still trudging on, that seems not great, right?
Yeah, they're usually much more like on top of paying attention to possible dangers, and that was a lot of noise to ignore.
At least half of which was
Storm, Snow Mountain Baller is going to shout, "Hey, Goliath! What's up? What are you? What's? Hey! Shouting at
well,
them.
stealth was fucked already, I guess.
Yeah. So you're shouting that as you're kind of traipsing down this ravine. They probably hear you, but are not changing their path. They're just walking.
How far away are they?
Only about a couple 100 feet, maybe, from Hikari and Burbage at the bottom. And they're not moving fast, really. In fact, Hikari and Burbage, as you're climbing out of the bushes, you see a giant axe, like caught on some of the brambles
Like a
and
Goliath
it's
size? axe?
yeah, it's a Goliath size, sure.
Okay.
Caught on the brambles and stuff in here. Doesn't look like it was. Yeah, it doesn't look like it fell. It more looked like it hooked into something and then was left.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
I'm gonna investigate the rest of this bush and around where we find this axe. That's very
Okay.
curious.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Because the last time Burbage went poking through the bushes, it
Oh.
went so well.
Okay.
When is the last time I went poking through bushes?
Whoopsie berries!
Huh?
Whoopsie berries!
Oh, the whoopsie bears, indeed.
Hakari's going to help you, so go ahead and roll with advantage, Burbage.
$11.
11. All right. With an 11, you find definitely the axe. The axe seems to have a bit of dried blood on it. And then you're looking around. You don't see much else. For a second, you thought you heard a jingle when you were removing part of the bush. But then you can't find what made that jingle. You're sort of getting your breath back and everything from the fall. And
Rosemary,
that's all you see.
there's this weird axe here, and for a moment I thought I heard a jingle. It sounded kind of like, "We've got axes, we've got spears, come to us, 'cause we won't jeer."
You heard that?
I thought I heard a jingle, but probably we didn't.
Oh, like a jingle jingle.
That was also my first thought, Adam. I'm really glad that you went there.
We should probably go investigate that.
We just investigated. I did it, you helped me, and all I found was this axe, and I think I
know.
heard a jingle.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's catch up with Stormbringer and the
Should
others.
we bring the axe?
Catch up.
I mean, you fell past them, so they're catching up with you about
Okay.
this
Do I
We
recognize
got
the
there
Goliath?
faster.
It was the same one that you saw this morning.
I mean, do I know their name, like who they are?
Oh, no, you don't.
Should we?
You haven't gotten super close to them yet.
Can we?
Lena.
I kind of want to try to get the axe out of wherever it is.
Okay, it's not hard. You just
Okay.
kind of have to kind of stop pulling on it and push it a little bit, and then
Okay.
it'll come free. Yeah.
Lena asked if Stormbringer would recognize the Goliath. I'm not sure you heard it. It was very
Oh,
faint.
sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I only heard Rachel. Yeah. Lena. Yeah, you're checking them out. Give me a perception check. Stormbringer there.
My name is Snowman Baller, though.
It is. 12. Yeah, I mean, from this angle, you can see they have some tattoos that, if you got close enough, would mark the tribe that they're in. But from here, you can't quite tell.
Okay, I'm gonna be trying to go like I'm getting close to them. I'm trying to get close to them, so I'm also in front of them. If that makes sense, like cut them off.
Oh, try to like kind of swing wide and cut them off a little bit then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm probably outpacing the shorter people at this point because I'm trying to.
I'm real fast.
I'm not.
My speed
Imagine
is
like
their speed.
Imagine an overhead shot of this, like with this. So we're in like this tundra, this mountainous tundra, and we've got Burbage and Akari. Akari's pulling out this axe with dried blood, and we've got this weird, mysterious Goliath kind of trudging a ways ahead of us, and we've got Stormbringer, Snowmelon Baller, kind of circling around, and like I'm just picturing this as like a shot in Fargo. Is the Goliath wearing a big puffy orange coat?
No.
Charity's
All
gonna
right.
Charity's gonna hand Clem like a biscuit from a ration pack snack.
Oh, thank you.
Maybe just kind of hang back a little. I'm saying to kind of everybody. I don't know. This kind of seems a little weird. Like, I mean, maybe they just can't hear for some reason. Like, that's like people are deaf sometimes, and that's okay. But this is weird.
The trudging
Message
with
cantrip, Stormbringer. Message cantrip, Stormbringer. Bush axe, bush axe, bush axe, bush axe.
What?
Bush axe, bush axe, bush axe, bush axe.
What?
Bush axe.
Why are you saying bush axe?
Is she out of range yet? Because I'm just going to keep saying bush
Yeah,
dragons.
okay. At this point, yes, Stober, you've run out of range. You don't hear a response to that. Snowballer, Snowstorm Mountain Baller. You've run across a very light stream, and maybe that's causing the Goliath ahead of you not to hear. It's not very loud though. You sort of circle around them, get in front of them, and there's kind of an edge to this cliff, and that stream becomes a bit of a waterfall over the edge of that cliff. And they're kind of walking toward it, but still have about 100 or so feet. So you kind of get to the edge of that, turn back toward them, and are now in front of them. What would you like to do?
Hey! You're walking towards the edge of a cliff, and I don't know, maybe you didn't hear me before because of the stream? Are you okay?
There is no response. He's just kind of limping toward you. You hear him kind of...
Is he a zombie Goliath?
From
What does he look
backward,
like? Does he look
backward.
okay?
What?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Lena, you cut out.
Said, what does he look like? Does he look okay?
Yes, so now that he's coming toward you, you're getting a lot closer. He does not look okay. He's got his right arm seems out of its socket, kind of limp at his side as he's swinging it just a little bit. He has a giant bruise on the left side of his chest. His furs that look like kind of a white, coarse-haired animal fur is kind of drooped off to the side. He doesn't have any weapons on him, it seems, and he's missing a few teeth up front.
So does he look badly beat up or zombified?
He doesn't quite look undead right
Okay.
now, but he definitely looks incredibly hurt.
Okay.
Is he responding at all to like my presence or the noise
He
I'm
doesn't seem to
making?
be. Yeah, I mean,
He's not looking at me or anything.
right. You don't really, I mean, he doesn't have pupils necessarily. He's just kind of white-eyed, but he doesn't seem to be lacking or
Fair.
locking
Maybe
on.
that's something you mentioned when I asked how he looked, is that he doesn't have pupils.
Well, most Goliaths don't have, they just kind of have the
Oh,
white of the eyes.
Okay.
Oh, they do?
Yeah. Helps him see in the snow.
That makes no sense.
Seems
but
like a
whatever.
Okay, I'm going to call back to Charity and Clem. He looks really fucked up, y'all, and he's not responding to me. I think maybe something bad happened and he's like shell shocked or something. Can you come help out with the healing bits? You both heal.
Charity's
Yeah,
gonna-
I could do that, but you should also like maybe physically stop him from walking off the cliff because it looks like he's gonna do that.
Yeah. And so I'm gonna approach him and try to keep him from walking off the cliff.
Okay.
As Clem and I also are walking, Charity's gonna brush like the last sort of crumbs of the crackers off of his robes and be like, "Oh, by the way, just based on how things usually go for us, this is gonna be something bad. Just heads up."
Good to know. Y'all seem like a fun group.
So you sort of grab him by his arms and are just in front of him, and he continues to walk forward, starting to kind of push you backward. Do you want to make a strength check to actually grapple this person?
Yeah.
All
Or
right,
at
give me an
least I'm
athletics check.
gonna try to, like stop him from moving.
Yes, gotcha.
Check, not a save, right?
Right, yeah. Athletics. Or strength is fine.
Oh, athletics?
I think athletics gives you a couple of
Well, I
boosts.
rolled a 22 anyways with normal.
Also good.
spells.
Way better than before. So he's trying to kind of move forward. You can see his feet just starting to move again, but he's not moving. You've locked him up entirely. He smells pretty bad. And you just kind of hear this kind of gurgling, bubbling breath
Zombie.
underneath it.
Hey man, you seem really fucked up. But I have no regrets. Yeah, Yeah, exactly. They're gonna come help you, okay? And then we can talk about what happened because I need to know what's going on in the mountains.
He's not paying any attention, just continuing to try to walk forward.
Are Clem and Charity?
I was gonna
on
say
their
Charity's
way to
probably
me?
hustling a bit at this point, so
Yeah. So I'd say anyone who wanted to has kind of caught up to you at this point.
We'll join along with Clem and Charity, or Burbage will at least.
Yeah.
Hikari, are you coming with too?
Yeah.
And while we're walking along, Burbage is just going to be like, hey, Clem, I finally thought if you ever do have to get into Goliath's bag, you could call yourself Clemotional Baggage.
I feel like you might be making fun of me, but I like it.
No, it just took me a long time browsing the Wikipedia page to find something that worked.
I could be a Clementine purse.
Hey! All right, that's pretty good. Thank you. All right, let's go see what's going on with this zombie guy.
Oh, right. We're still dealing with, like,
Yeah.
Goliath stuff.
Yeah, this is a thing that we do sometimes, or it's what I do, is that while intense things are happening, I sneak in little scenes like this. Isn't that fun?
It is fun. Thanks for including me. It's so nice to be included in little groups.
Yeah, you're welcome. But hey, the last time I tried to include somebody in that group, they murdered him. So just be careful.
Just a heads up.
Good to know. I appreciate the warning. I'll be watching my back, I guess.
Cool.
It's also at the the Clemotional Baggage. And are you making fun of me? Charity's gonna sort of whisper, respond positively. Sort of turn the corner as Stormbringer has this guy like wrapped up. Look up at him. Yep, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Can I do just a med checks to see?
Sure.
Like,
Yeah.
I kind of figured that even without the med check, I can see the injuries that you described to Stormbringer.
Yeah.
But principally, I'm also looking for if I can discern any cause of like this fugue state that he seems to be in.
Sure. Yep. Give me a med check. Oof. 26. 26. Yeah. It's. You gain a lot of information then from this. You don't hear a heartbeat.
Yeah, he's a zombie. I knew it.
You hear the muscles and bones kind of grinding almost on each other, which sounded sexual. I didn't mean that sexually somehow.
Okay.
It sounded sexual.
No, Andy, we were fine.
Muscles and bones
Zombie
grinding.
bones.
So sexy.
No one went there until you went.
Okay. Fair enough. I know Cookie did. Anyway,
Cookie Sea Monster?
Cookie Sea Monster did, I'm sure.
Yeah, throbbing gristle. Oh man, yeah.
Miss y'all.
And you can tell that probably cause of death was a brain trauma, because there's definitely dried blood leaking out the ear. Plus, yeah, the dislocated shoulder, broken ribs, really giant bruise that is
Right,
sort
internal
of done
bleeding.
bruising, if that makes sense. There's the blood is kind of just settling at this point into the muscles.
Called it. Called
Yeah,
it.
this
zombie,
is
zombie,
not good.
called it.
So Charity's gonna sort of,
Um,
as we're sitting here, look at them, the rest of the group, be like, well, do you want the most interesting result from my med check or the least interesting result?
I just want all the results.
And
I
it
know a
bites
cause.
into you.
I know a cause of death.
Oh, now that's interesting.
I know a cause of death, and it's moving.
The 16 probably doesn't hit you, does it?
Who?
Without a shield,
Stormbringer.
Stormbringer. Yeah.
No, 16 does not hit me without.
Okay, so he tries to kind of gnaw on your shoulder that's holding him, and it hurts a little bit, but he's not actually piercing his
That
skin.
person is dead.
Well, that's good.
Oh shit, he's dead?
I'm gonna like fling him away from me.
All right, yeah, he kind of tumbles to the ground a little bit and slowly gets up and starts heading south.
Should we just let him walk off the cliff if he's already
I
dead?
say we let him
I
walk
kind
off
of want to look at him, though. I think that maybe we could learn some things if I could just get maybe some skin samples and some blood samples and maybe some brain samples. I can make some
pull out my
tinctures.
sword and try to chop off his head.
Okay, give me an attack roll here. I'll do that for
So
you.
that we can keep his head, and then we can just throw him the rest of the way to the cliff.
Wait, yeah, isn't
Hikari
this a
with
thing
the-
that Hikari always does?
Just chop off the head. If I don't understand it, I chop off its head.
Oh no. Did I get a fucking one
Oh
again?
my god!
I chop off my own head and tumble in.
Oh no.
That's amazing. 2 crit fails in a row.
Excuse me.
Oof. Okay, so you're
I'm gonna need a break after this to get some chocolate pie.
your weapon, you swing into it just wildly trying to chop off its head in one go. But it just catches on. He's wearing a shield on his back, and it just like chinks on the shield, and it just rings through your arm, and you actually have to look at the blade because you're pretty sure you damaged the blade, but you don't actually even see a nick on it. You're lucky this time.
Wah wah wah.
So that didn't work.
I mean, I don't mean to be like pushy here. I mean, I can't really take down a Goliath, but I could really, really use some of his parts.
Hikari, Rosemary, pick me up again, and I'll use my super sharp magical elven blade to chop off his head. All right?
Okay. Do I have to throw you?
No, you don't. Just pick me up, and I'll
Okay.
chop off his head.
So I pick Burbage up.
All right. Burbage, give me an attack.
As you can see, we favor needless complexity in our plans.
I know
Also,
this.
this didn't go well last time I picked up Burbage, so
You're standing on the edge of a cliff, too.
yeah.
At least he's unlikely to fumble.
Certainly hits. You also have sneak attack.
Oh, Jesus.
Do I need it?
Let's say yes.
So
Okay.
there's.
Let's enjoy this
that.
massive overkill.
Now let's
Massive
see
excess.
here. With if sneak attack is triggered from the attack with dianathine, I get +1 d6. Okay, so I'm gonna roll.
8d6 for your sneak attack here.
So I'll just roll regular sneak attack, and then I'll roll. Wait, 8 d6?
Yeah, right? You're at level 13. So
Oh.
you're at 7d6, I think. +1.
Oh, well then my sneak attack needs to be fixed. I need to change it to 7d6 in my character.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think 13 is when rogues get nasty.
Yep,
can only
13
come
is
in if you're
76.
nasty. 29, so 39 damage. You cut straight into its neck.
Well, 41 damage.
Oh, I'm sorry. 41 damage because of that extra there. It's enough to cleanly slice off the head. The body just tumbles to the ground.
Okay, Clem immediately runs up, and I start just
Okay.
pulling little tiny vials and pots and things out of my different bags.
Okay.
And I want to get blood if I can.
Uh-huh.
I want to maybe just pull out a little dagger and cut away some flesh
Okay.
and put that in like a little container. Is there any did you say there's like a brain injury? Could I get at like brain matter easily without having to crack open the skull? Or...
It's a piece of the skull is kind of loose.
It's
You
pretty
could
cracked.
probably just cut into it a little bit and get it.
So yeah, I'm just gonna like pry into it a little bit and get the
Ah.
brain matter as well.
I love it. Oh,
And I just turned to, I like look so excited, and I'm like, oh, so did I also mention that I'm an alchemist, and I really like having new parts and fluids to try my experiments on? I mean, you never know, right? This thing was a zombie. Maybe
Yeah.
there's something really cool we could do with all of its innards, you know?
This is
Somewhere
give me
in-
a medicine check with advantage because you've kind of done stuff like this before.
Somewhere in the past,
How do I
Vareth
roll
smiles.
advantage on this?
Oh, does her character sheet have it
It
enabled?
should. You toggle it at the top
Oh,
of the
I
page.
see, yeah.
Has Burbage ever chopped off somebody's head before?
I don't
Not
think so.
straight in one go, no.
He didn't get splashed with
Ooh.
blood or anything, did he?
Probably a little bit, yeah.
I rolled a
Um,
7
probably
and an
didn't feel-
8.
Yeah, you kind of are hurried trying to do this a little bit. It's kind of cold. Your fingers are a little bit numb, but you get most of what you want. None of it seems incredibly new or fascinating, but you can take it back to study later if you want.
I mean, we can still respect the dead and all that, but just
Respecting the dead.
we can. Well,
As-
we could burn him. We could burn him. I got fire.
yeah.
I just, sometimes you take what you can get.
Snow Mountain Baller, you would know that
Snow Mountain Baller
That
every time.
Goliaths are always, your tribe especially, has always been you burn the dead.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at him. I'm trying to figure out what tribe he's from, and also if I can tell, I'm not probably gonna be able to. So 2 different things. I'm trying to figure out what tribe he was from, and if I knew him, that's part of that. And then, like what killed him. And
All right. Yeah, you sort of remove some of that hide that the body was wearing, and you see on the back, kind of a large white tattoo of what looks to be an animal's paw with claw marks going out of it. This is a scout of your tribe, is what you would know from this.
okay, did I know him? I should have then, right? At least kind of.
Yes, he was pretty young. Like, he's still only about 18 right now. Though he's got kind of a full beard and stuff. So looking at him, he actually was a kid when you sort of left. He was just a little bit younger. He wasn't actually a warrior at this point. He didn't have his tattoos, but he's probably gotten his name at this point. Which is like Stormbringer. Like, you're given a name when you become an actual warrior of the tribe.
His name is also Stormbringer?
Like Stormbringer.
Yeah, I got it.
But you don't know that name yet. But you do recognize him, yes.
And what do I think killed him? Like, don't say a brain injury, like a monster or something. is what I'm
Yeah,
going
it's something large and blunt, is what you would guess. You don't see
Like a
really
weapon?
slashes or anything.
like a weapon or like a rock? Which is
Yeah, maybe a rock falling on him a couple times would have done it.
a couple times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Falling on him a couple times.
Accidentally a couple times, just
Was this like a real Mufasa moment, or was
Yeah,
it?
just a couple
Wait,
bouncing
was
rocks.
it a piggy in Lord of the Flies moment? Oh no.
Ooh.
Oh,
Weirdly enough, that's the
Aw.
third Lord of the Flies reference I've heard this week. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why.
buddy. Synchronicity.
Charity's going to sort of, besides the I know I focused mostly on the injuries, in the sense of how's he doing? Not great. But would I have any other sort of insights into what could generate those kinds of injuries?
Yeah, it would be something large and something blunt.
Okay, but
So
importantly,
yeah.
it's large. It doesn't look like it was like a fist punching like a normal medium-sized creature's fist hitting him repeatedly, or even like a club or something. We're talking
Right.
boulder.
It seems kind of wide and round, the injuries. So something with a lot of girth to it. But yeah, that's all you know.
What about?
Okay, now you
like-
use the words grinding and girth. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you have that's a little sexual. What about
Cookie.
what could be have caused the zombieism?
Give me a religion check,
Okay.
Makari.
BT Dubs, have the two parts stopped moving?
The body has
It's just like,
as Clem is working on the head, it's still jaws kind of.
Oh, no,
Oh,
you
this is-
don't.
this is
no, you
fine.
don't.
Put a stick in it.
Yeah, it's not hard to control it at this point, but sorry.
I'd also like to see if there's any magic affecting it, if that's possible.
Yeah, please. Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
Well, let me guess. I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 5, Kari.
Oh my god.
And sorry, just as
17 for Arcana, yeah.
the plug, the cantrip guidance makes you or your friends better at skill checks. Use it early, use it often. 17 for Arcana.
Yeah. Yeah, so you cannot think how or why this would be a religious thing. It's far beyond you, Hikari. However, and go away.
Just that
Charity would
really
understand.
Far beyond me.
Far beyond you.
That
Charity,
far, a couple yards.
You would see that there doesn't seem to be anything. He doesn't seem to currently be under any spell. That if there is something magic associated with this, it's something deep and ingrained, nothing recent, if that makes sense.
So it's not as if a raised dead or something of that ilk has been
Yeah.
cast on him. I'm not going to say...
You're pretty sure about that. Yeah.
So, little concerning that I don't see evidences of necromantic magic on him. Stop biting. Stop it.
I stick a stick. I take this really big, like, thick stick and stick it in this.
In his jaw.
Have I
Thank
ever seen
you.
anything like this in the mountains? Here?
Give me a history check.
I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a snow mountain baller. I wish I had a girl that looked good. I would call her. Wish I had a rabbit and a hat
success.
with a bat and a 6-foot Impala.
What?
Darcy crit hit their song, and Rachel crit hit her history check.
Woo!
That's a total of 24.
Wow.
I'm
Wow,
an
Rachel.
actual intelligent character. Finally, it's happening.
Yeah. Rachel, you have seen something like this once before. It was you came across another Goliath years ago doing something kind of odd like this. But before you could even get close, before you could investigate, probably about 5 or 6 other Goliaths on horseback caught up to it and captured it and took it away.
And I never saw anything else weird happen afterwards or anything. Just nope, I saw it and they took it and that was it.
Yeah.
Charity's
Okay,
going to sort of
so,
be... Go on.
I would
sorry.
just say I would share that with everybody that I've seen something like this a while ago, but it's I don't really know what it was. The Goliaths took them away and nothing ever came of it. So I don't know if I'm really much help right now, but it's definitely not new.
So, quick question, because I got to enjoy a nice beach holiday with some reading. It wasn't good reading for the beach, but just a couple of terms. Do they ring any bells for either you, Clem, or you, Stormbringer? Twilight Temples / Formidian of the Shadow... Yes, Formidian of the Shadow Knowledge.
Did Charity say Stormbringer, or did he say Snow Mountain Baller?
Oh,
Probably Stormbringer.
Oh.
Yeah.
should I? Am I too fascinated by what I'm doing to have heard that, or because
The name,
really
you don't even, you know they're lying about the names at this point. You don't know which ones are real. They just keep saying all kinds of random names. You know you just don't know which one is. Yeah. Yeah, and
Yes, I have. Because
Yeah.
Andy gave me notes and I have access to them. Yeah, I've heard of the Twilight Temple. I've only heard of it. It's a very, very scary place.
I'm Snow Mountain Baller, and I've heard of Shadow Knowledge.
You've heard of what?
Shadow Knowledge. And then there was that book you were reading that on the spine it said Formidian of the Shadow Knowledge. So I've also heard of Formidian of the Shadow Knowledge, or whatever the words are. but I heard of shadow knowledge like before that. Like you understand, like I only heard of that when you were reading the book on the beach, but I'd heard of shadow knowledge prior to that. You get it?
So to add on to these kind of things, so to continue, that I know that the Twilight Temple is a place of undeath, one could say. There's a lot of decay and really terrible creatures. The Goliaths know about it, and they were very, very clear with me that if I go there, I will never leave.
What Goliaths know about that, Clem? Who told you that?
That was a different tribe further to the south that is now broken off from kind of the main tribes.
It's a different tribe that's broken off to the south. They told me about this Twilight Temples, and yeah, they said that it's filled with decay and undeath, and if I went there, I would never leave. I don't know.
Look, as a Goliath, Clem, I think I would know if we knew about a Twilight Temple. I'm just,
Again, Baller, I'm not questioning your knowledge. I'm just sharing my specific experience. It might be different from yours, but this is just what I've been told. Maybe it's happened since you left.
I haven't been gone that long. When did they tell you?
You ran into them probably about 6 months ago.
It was about probably 6 months ago.
Oh, okay. That is like that timeline. That makes sense then.
Yeah, so do you trust me now?
Yeah. I mean, as much as I trust anybody, I might stay up all night watching my friends just in case. But,
I mean, I was warned by the small one that you killed the last person who was with your party. So
he got better.
He did get better.
I got better.
In like a Twilight Temples undeath sort of way, in like a
No,
Goliath in front of us sort of way.
No, you heard about anybody.
I'm pretty sure this one isn't up to having sex with anyone.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
That's some judgment right now. I mean, you don't know my life.
I wasn't talking about you. I'm concerned that you think I was. Also, should we burn Bitey McGee here?
Yeah, we should do it in like the proper Goliath way. If you let me and Baller over here, we can work together to put together a proper Goliath burning. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do with your dad. It's kind of weird that he wasn't burnt. I mean, he looks like a scout, so maybe he was on his own and they couldn't find him. But he's dead, so they should have burned him.
Andy.
Maybe he ended up dead at the Twilight Temples and nobody was there with him to boin him.
Do you know where this Twilight Temple is? Like, did they say or just tell you to never go there, but not tell you where it is?
Yeah, I totally know where it is. I know everything in the mountains. Do I know where it is?
No, you don't. Not exactly, no.
But it did sound like she knew it was south.
Not exactly.
Right, it's probably somewhere south of here, but that's all.
It's southish.
Oh, kind of like how he was walking south really determinedly and only got aggressive when I stopped him from walking that way.
Oh, hey, maybe we should just, maybe we could take his head kind of as like a compass in whichever direction he kind of doesn't maybe bite in. We could just kind of go that direction.
That's a really good idea. We should do that, and we should go there instead of to find.
It's like a Goliath undead dowsing rod.
Yeah. I like.
That's awesome.
South is the opposite direction of where we were going, which is just so convenient.
Yeah, I mean, we could do both, and you could just, I could get a little bit of extra company for a little while. I mean, I wouldn't be against it.
We don't. It's okay. We could just go south. Yeah.
Do you have something to say? You look concerned.
Hikari,
Me?
He always looks concerned. He always looks concerned. It's kind of his deal.
He's making hand movements that I can't tell if there's.
Quick reminder, Hikari, you do have stuff like raise dead or speak with dead.
Oh yeah, I do. Wait, I just looked through mine and
prepare.
It didn't have it on here.
You could prepare. I'm saying for tomorrow or something if you wanted.
Okay, how about I prepare those for tomorrow?
Tomorrow morning when you wake up, you can prepare those with your god.
I forgot about them because I didn't have them on my list.
Yep, just in case
But I
animate
could
dead.
prepare
I
both
guess.
of those tomorrow, and then we could.
All right, we've got sort of a whole litany of things that we might do in the morning. Then
We could burn the body, but keep the head. And I could maybe tinker a little bit at nighttime to come up with some kind of dowsing rod compass, huh? It sounds like it
Sure.
could be
This
fun.
feels like, I don't know, kind of like disrespectful. Like,
What if
just
we burn the head after we get there?
There you go.
I mean, I guess.
I mean,
maybe.
Goliaths use every part of the animal they kill, right? So, I mean, we're just using every part of the Goliath while it's necessary.
We didn't kill him.
I'm also questioning, are we trying to get to the Temple of Undeath? Or are we trying to get to a tribe of
I was
Goliaths?
told not to go there because I would die, but now I've got the four of you, and you guys look really strong, so I feel like maybe we could handle it if I'm not just by myself. And I have heard there is some good shit there. I'm just saying.
Under whose qualifications of good shit? Because you, attacked that man's head like a squirrel that hadn't seen an acorn in 3 months.
When I make a potion tomorrow morning using some of those things and it helps you out, you'll be glad I did it.
Oh, is that gonna fuck up my face?
It might.
Just point me at what we're burning.
The body, I think, and then I guess you're right, Charity, and we should focus on our original plan because it's important to find the thingy that we're looking for. I'm not supposed to talk about, probably. Nobody ever told me not to talk about it.
Follow that instinct. Follow that instinct. You're good.
I
So-
have no interest at all in the thing that you're definitely not supposed to be talking about.
Thank you, Clem.
Nothing.
Good.
so all right, so let's burn the body, and then maybe we what time is it? Can we transition into camping?
It's about noon essentially.
Oh, okay.
You
We
have a
can
ways to
stop and
go.
have a nice little fire. I could put
You
on
can
some
stop
lunch.
here for the day and then the night if you want.
Let's do that.
Let's have
Well,
a little lunch.
'Cause I have to prepare my spell.
it's going to be a fire, and Clem did say that she would let me look through her books when we had a fire going. So that's
There
what.
you go.
So as the fire's going to go, Burbage is going to he's going to sing Goliath burning in the Bavarian mountains.
All right, so you spend the day making camp.
Are we? Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I don't think we're making camp. I think that we're burning the body, and as long as that is happening, Burbage is asking Clem if he can go through all of the books that she owns.
I mean,
Oh, I
we
see.
can go through the books together.
Yeah, all right, it's fine by me. Let's do it.
Can I just please
you
get some
like-
branches piled?
Just know that I will have my eyes on your little fingers the whole time, okay?
Yeah, it's all right. Fine. I'm not going to steal anything unless you have the, well, I'm not going to steal anything.
His little
Generally,
halfling
you don't
hands?
add an unless if you want somebody to trust you.
Hey,
Just-
words are just words, Clem.
That's very cyclical, but sure. It's a circular argument, but
All right, let's see what books you've got here. Burbage's going to go tearing through her book
Kiss,
bags.
kiss, 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 kiss.
what
Okay.
do I have, Andy?
You have Venus's Rise, which is a book about some astronomical things.
This one's about the planets. Are you interested in the planets? Sometimes when the stars are aligned in a certain way, it affects the things that you do here.
Nah, I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in the ways
I
larger forces
personally am
affect
a
individual
Scorpio.
actions.
What do you think you would be if we looked at the stars when you were born?
I'm probably... What would I be? I guess probably like
I have
some
no
kind
idea what makes a Scorpio a Scorpio. It was just the first one that came to my mind.
of... Probably a Gemini.
Hey, that's what actual Rachel is.
That's what actual Adam
What
is.
actual Rachel
actual
is.
Actual Rachel.
The tomb in the air. That's about a weird sort of floating tomb. The Ember in the Forest, which is elf erotica.
This one is especially spicy if you're interested in a
Is it
little
what-
bit of,
What combinations of genitals are in that book?
I really enjoyed the phrasing of that question.
I know, that was a great.
There's all combinations.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. Burbage isn't going to try to steal it, but he is going to set that aside to
If you
talk about
would
later.
like to borrow it
Yes,
for
yes.
the night, I wouldn't say no. Just make sure the pages stay clean, please. I don't like
You
my
know-
pages to stick together.
You know what's funny? My first check in this entire campaign was to look for smut in the library. And I
Oh,
finally found some that I might like. How about that?
There's just so many genitals.
So many genitals. All right, Andy, you don't need to read all the titles.
Okay.
Is art unless you
Okay,
really, really
the
want
I'm
Lord
to.
of
totally
Siobhan.
down for role playing. Just an hour of books.
He will do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. So are any of
yeah.
them clearly labeled
Yeah.
the process of a Tirana? And also Burbage with his background in thieving and sneaking into people's homes at night, and this has come up before that he's been exposed to weird magical tricks before. And I think in the cave with the Alhoun, that actually kind of informed his ability to tell that like the one book or paper was something different. Burbage is going to draw on that kind of arcana knowledge to see if any of these books could are more than what the cover kind of shows.
Give me an Arcana check, please.
13.
Okay. So with a 13, one of the books is older and sort of leather bound. It's called The Book of Many Things. And it does have a few what looks to you to be kind of magical runes etched into the leather work.
Is this similar to the Deck of Many Things?
Shut up. I'm just kidding. But Adam doesn't know what that is.
I
Yep,
don't
nope,
know what that
sorry.
is.
I don't have way too much knowledge about D&D things. It's fine. I'll be quiet.
It's not quite like that.
But
It's
it's-
not bad.
Charity's not nervously edging away from the reading.
So it has some. It seems like it has some magic to it, but it doesn't seem like it is the process of a Tirana in disguise.
Correct.
All right. Hey, do you happen to have sort of like a piece of paper that you use to have people check out books from your personal collection? I did that once just to trick some friends.
As if I
But
was
maybe-
a library.
Yeah, a library. Are you a library?
I mean, I guess you could check things out while you're with me.
How about this? I'll give you 5 caltrops for this Elven Erotica and this Book of Many Things.
So
Why
you
do you
know that
so
I'm
many
not like a
caltrops?
rube, right? I did grow up in a city and have like a business and things. I understand how trade works.
Oh yeah, but I see what's going on. You've been in the mountains for 40 years. One thing that's happened on the outside, caltrops are the world currency now.
Standing with like the pile of branches and sort of pushing some more branches together. It's not.
All
Are
right.
you giving me caltrops to borrow them?
Yes, and you can even keep the caltrops when I turn the books back in.
Oh, good. I did
They're so valuable.
because otherwise it would have been like this was down just in case.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna destroy your caltrops because you destroyed my books.
I'm not going to
Yeah.
destroy your books.
You won't, because I'll be watching you.
All right, so I'm going to take 5 caltrops,
And wait, which books do you want? You want the erotica with all the genitals?
the Elven Erotica, and this one, I don't know, this one, it just looks like a boring one.
And which one is that?
The Book of Many Things.
Yeah, would I just give that away, Auntie?
Probably not. It's not something you probably allow
Yeah,
a random person to
I'm
commit
just
in the
gonna
mountains
pick it
to
out of
take.
your hands. I'm gonna be like, this one's actually real special to me. So I can maybe read something to you from it if you'd like to learn some things. But otherwise, I'm gonna keep this one close to my breast, if you
You
know
know-
what I mean.
You're only 1 inch taller than me. You can't just dangle it above me like that. I'm not going to take it back. That would be rude.
Okay.
Look, I just, maybe
I
later.
wasn't holding it above you like you were a child.
I would love to just take a look at the book later with your supervision, like in a library, like in the room where the really old texts are.
How about we talk about it when the time comes?
Yeah, all right. Let's talk about it the next time we're heading into some sort of battle, some sort of life-threatening situation.
Sure, we need to have some kind of side chat. I'm okay with that.
All right, cool. Well, in the meantime, I'm going to be over here looking at this Elven Erotica. Burbage camp out.
Have I managed to build sort of a pile of wood for the pyre?
Yeah, so Stormbringer, this is actually something that you were trained in pretty well as a member of like the royal tribe family. You were kind of in charge of some of these pyres, and so you would instruct Charity on kind of the type of wood and what exactly how to make them for this Goliath. And it kind of comes back really easy to you, and it's not something you've purposefully pushed away all of these Goliath sort of things over the last year or so, and so kind of doing this again is bringing up a few emotions.
Oh, this is a fun time. I like funeral pyres a lot. Anyway, are we gonna keep going?
Sounds good. Charity's just gonna point at it and create a bonfire at the edge of the wood pile.
Nice. Yeah, you lay the body on it, and it doesn't take long before the fire turns to ash and smoke, and you sort of leave the pyre. It's supposed to burn out on its own, and you've made sure that it's not going to start a fire or anything. You're very cautious about this.
Burn his head too.
Did you want to burn his head too?
I just kind of feel like maybe we should burn his whole body, you guys, and maybe like we can find a different compass to find the Twilight.
I get it. It's fine. I understand the rituals are important, and sometimes I can get a little carried away with my science, and I don't want to offend you on our first day together.
Our first date?
Oh.
Day.
Date together. Date together. First date together.
Fare
Listen,
thee well, Bitey McGee.
I get that I'm like a hot commodity out here, but let's just take it a little easy, okay?
You're kind of short for me.
I haven't
anyways.
even gotten out the aphrodisiacs yet.
I don't
Do you have whoopsie berries?
No, don't give him.
You do have
drugs
whoopsie berries, Clem.
now.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll talk about that too in a second. So you place the head on the pyre as well, and you do almost kind of hear like a sigh of relief almost come from the body, the head, and you turn your back, heading further into the mountains to find the Goliath tribe. Another 4 or 5 hours trek. You come across the top of a peak now, and you're.
Is it dark yet?
No,
Right.
it's
Okay.
about 4 or 5 in the afternoon then at this point, and
Oh yeah, I know how time works.
you're now a peak or so away from where the tribe is camping. However, as you come over the top of this peak, you now see in the distance, on that other peak, a large pillar of black smoke. And let's go ahead and take a quick break here. We're not going to go super late tonight, so when we come back from the break, we're not going to have a ton more to do. But let's manage our fluids as best we can real quick. If we could make it like 10 minutes, that would be awesome. And then we'll come back with the exciting conclusion of the episode, Meet Clem.
Woo!
Be back in a minute, everybody.
Bye.
Oh, hey. Didn't see you there. Welcome back to Goats and Dragons. That's stupid. I don't know what that was.
You were also all the way frozen on my camera, so stream just had you looking this way the whole time.
Nice. Yeah, of course. Welcome back, everyone. Hope all the fluids have been managed. The group found a friendly face in the mountains named Clementine, who's going to lead them to this Goliath tribe that they're looking for. On the way, they found a mysterious figure who seemed undead from this exact tribe. And they gave him a proper burning funeral pyre.
After we cut off his head.
After you cut off his head and tinkered with his brain. And you're now only like, a few 4 or 5 more hours to actually the camp. But you've just gone over a peak, so now you see a giant black smoke pillar coming from where that camp should be. You can't see much more. It's still pretty far away. But folks, what would you like to do?
Huh. That wasn't there the last time I saw it.
So that's usually not a great sign in my experience.
Yeah, fair. Maybe maybe somebody else died, but that seems like a lot of smoke for maybe it's like a couple people died.
It does seem like a lot of smoke for that, yeah.
I'm not hearing you, Lena.
Oh, I'm not either.
I had my mic muted. It's okay.
Maybe a lot of people died?
Let's hope that that's not the case.
Yeah, maybe they just like really big smoky fires now. And, they weren't into it like last time we were here, but now it's like a trend.
I mean, Goliaths are real into trends. We all know that.
Mm-hmm.
Are we?
No.
Goliath's burning in the faraway. Oh, I just saw the pillar of smoke. Whoops.
So, we're not gonna make it there tonight. It's just, we're not. I don't recommend traveling through the mountains in the dark.
Why?
Because a lot of things that are bad come out in the dark.
But, I mean, what if something's wrong?
Yeah, but also if we travel all night, we'll probably maybe be a little too tired to help out.
I won't be tired. It's okay. I have long legs. I understand you're short, but I can carry you.
Can you carry all of us?
I can, probably? Actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure I can carry all of you.
I don't really like being carried so much. I'm more of a in control of my body kind of person.
Oh.
That's sad for
You're just like, what?
Charity has just sensed a Stormbringer debate and is kind of like flopped down on a log. It's like, yep,
Yeah.
just let people resolve this.
What if I put you know how like with babies, they put them in the little knapsacks, but their little arms and legs stick out? I've seen them do it with human babies.
So you want me to put me in like a gnome Bjorn is what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't know if that's what that's called, but yeah, if that's what it's called, yeah.
I would have tiefling Yord too.
Guys, this is exactly what I was saying earlier. Emotional baggage.
Oh.
Clementine purse.
All right, we'll have to put it to a vote. You know the protocol.
I do.
We know the protocol.
At the, what is this, 37th family meeting? I lost track.
Are you guys a family? Like you're related?
Yeah.
On the matter of the nickname for Clementine being in a bag, shall the name be Clemotional baggage or Clementine purse?
Clemotional. All in favor of Clemotional baggage because it was my idea. Say aye. Aye.
Aye.
I.
No, I like
That's-
Clementine Purse because emotional baggage is mean, and we shouldn't be mean to her because she's our friend.
That's
Wait,
fair.
what's mean about saying that somebody has emotions? You're saying that emotions are bad, and that's mean.
Was emotional baggage.
Oh,
That's a fair
well,
point. I retract my eye.
she's not emotional baggage yet. Not for me, anyway.
Give me
Oh.
time, huh?
You keep talking, buddy.
All right. Well,
Give me time.
that's fine. If the vote is if Charity withdraws his vote, then yeah, Clementine Purse it is.
This is a strange democracy. I mean, the other one didn't even come up for vote, and then there was a lot of
All in favor of
talking.
Clementine Purse.
Okay. Do I get a
Aye.
vote?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it doesn't count as much. This is the American version.
Oh, because I'm a woman. I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a
Oh,
woman.
Jesus.
So is Hikari.
No, hers doesn't
What?
count because she's not part of the family. You know.
Yeah, you have to have citizenship in the family. I don't like where this
Yes,
is going.
I am. I have a
No.
family without
sh-
me.
Clementine.
Not you. Yeah, Clem.
Oh, I thought you meant me.
No. Clem.
Yeah, Hikari brings out the medallion.
I got the fucking badge.
Have
back
not
on.
been wearing.
No, but I put it back on.
Did you put it back on? Yeah, beautiful. All right.
Okay, let's just vote.
I think Clementine Purse has it.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, technically
That's
speaking,
fine,
it's
too. I really don't
it's a
care.
2-2 tie, so we're gonna need a tiebreaker vote or a subsequent meeting in 2
Well, I
weeks.
guess we can. I guess we can leave it up to
even
the
if I
person
count
who it
as-
affects.
Even if I count as less than 1, 2.5 is still more than 2, right?
Yeah. So, what do you prefer? My idea, Clemotional baggage, or your idea, Clementine Purse?
I mean, you put it in such a way where I feel like I'm going against you if I vote for my idea, which puts me in an uncomfortable position, to be honest.
That's all right.
But I think I
Yeah.
like mine.
Yeah, that's
So
all right.
resolved.
I understand.
So resolved, Clementine Purse. Usages thereof shall be referred to as the Clementine Purse Gambit.
Okay.
Any other motions?
I make a motion that we decide to stay here and sleep for a night before we go to the burning pillar. of
Hikari
fire.
raises a motion to camp here for the night. All in favor? Aye.
I
I'm only in favor because Clementine Purse said that there's not people who I care about there.
Well, we could still, I mean, it's only, it's still not even evening. We could still walk for a while. Right?
You are on a peak right now, too. There's not a
yeah.
lot of cover from the elements or.
yeah, so we
Yeah.
can walk. I just want to sleep.
If we
before
go a
leave.
little bit further, I can, show us some,
Yeah. No,
you know,
yeah,
a
yeah.
good place to go.
Yeah, let's go a bit
fine.
further. All right, Hikari, pick me up.
The motion to
back.
camp in the near future is accepted. Oh god, this went badly last time. Meeting adjourned. Please don't let them fall down a cliff.
But please actually stay behind me and follow my lead this
Okay.
time. Thank
You
you.
won't go veering off the path because I'm zigging and zagging. With rock trail.
I have a thing.
Ooh, a thing. Also,
Uh,
Burbage, did you see my note that I wrote you? And Clementine, you have a thing.
Yeah. So one of my infused items as an artificer is I have a lantern of revealing.
Oh.
So while lit, this hooded. Oh, I could just click it.
Rachel, you're
Push
not
to talk.
pushing to talk anymore.
Yep, talking to myself. It's fine. Thank you. I always forget. I clicked it into the chat.
Okay.
So basically, for 6 hours, it lets me see in 30 feet anything that is invisible.
Okay.
So it's just I figured while it's getting dark and while we're setting up camp and there for a little while, I kind of just wanted to set it up and
Click it on. Yeah.
yeah,
I've
just to
got-
be safe. I figure I probably do it every night, just as my own paranoia precautions in the mountains.
So you have probably 5 more hours of trekking before you would hit the camp of the
So I
Goliath.
won't do it until I
Oh.
actually need light, because it's also
Okay.
a lantern. So I'll just wait
So-
until I actually need light to see.
So if you travel for about 2.5, 3 more hours, it's going to start getting dark here. And then that's kind of when you want to stop-ish
Yes.
and look for a campsite.
Assuming there's a good place to stop, yeah.
Okay.
Just one more motion for the family meeting before we adjourn. Just want to raise this one bit of business, which is that I just felt a large shadow passing overhead very quickly. And I look up. Do I see anything up there?
Did you say you felt a shadow?
Yes, I'm very perceptive. I'm very attuned to my surroundings as a
Do
rogue.
shadows have texture?
They actually kind of do, in a way. Yes.
Wow.
I look up. We all look up in
all
our
look up.
family meeting.
Every one of you looks up. 2 of you give me perception checks, please.
I'll do it. I'll do a
Burbage
perception check.
Me.
Akari, okay.
Roll my dice monkey.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Do my bidding, dice monkey.
A 23 and a 10. Hikari,
Oh my god.
you're just kind of blinded
suck.
by the light.
Blinded
okay, I knew that was
by
gonna
the
do it.
light.
Burbage, you see Rev Up Revolution and a
Rev up,
and
but illusion.
Oh, I'm sorry. Burbage.
Right.
Burbage, you see.
No, can I hear some more of this? Darcy, continue.
I don't think legally we can do any more of
Nope,
this.
nope.
Pretty sure we have.
Everyone
to
knows
cut it
that
off
the
right
second line is nonsense.
there.
All right.
4 seconds. You get
Isn't
4
it
seconds,
wrapped
and
up
we're
like a
moving on.
deuce?
4 seconds, and we're moving on.
Yeah, revved up like a deuce. Anyway.
Revved up like a deuce.
Yeah.
I don't say that. I say rev up but illusion and a roller motor right.
Burbage, you quickly look up, and it's really hard to tell as the sun is kind of starting to get lower in the sky. You feel like something quite large and winged is just in the glint of the sun, but you lose it after a while.
Would I, if he explains this, would I have ever seen things like those in the mountains here?
There's a couple of scary giant winged things in the mountains. Yes.
Yes, so I motion that we leave this mountain peak and get down the mountain as soon as possible. The furthest away from the sky that we can be right now, the better, because I'm pretty sure we are being tracked or followed or hunted by some large winged creature.
Technically, I think we're always touching the sky, aren't we? I mean, it's just a part of existing in the air, so I don't really know that we can ever get further from the sky.
Motion to get the hell off this mountain peak raised by Burbage. All in favor say aye?
Aye. But I do want to return. To the question of whether we're always touching the sky or not. That's
Not
very
right now.
politic.
That's a item. We will put it on the agenda
We'll
for
table
family
it. We'll
meeting
table it.
39.
Tabling. Yeah, it's all right.
All right.
Okay, so I start leading people down, and as we're walking down, I list off all of the dangerous winged creatures that I know that live in these mountains.
Okay. There's wyverns. There's talk of a dragon that lives around here. There are rocks in the sky.
Rocks.
Uh,
What do you mean
ROC.
rocks in the sky?
do you,
Oh, ROC,
ROC. Yeah.
like a
What's
bird.
that?
Do you want to roll a nature check, Hikari?
Sure.
And anyone else, I guess, who wanted to, but.
I mean, couldn't I just ask
Also, yes.
Clem because a 1.
You rolled better than me. I rolled
18,
a 16,
yeah.
but you rolled 18.
Right. So Clem, you understand them as just giant ass birds.
like
Hikari,
thunderbirds?
you've encountered one before.
Like thunderbirds, kind of.
Kind of.
Okay.
Only
Did I die at the hand?
incredibly large, incredibly dangerous.
Yeah, thunderbirds.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are scary.
Are they known
things.
as carrying off children and elderly people?
They hunt stuff like giant elk.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah.
I'm sure that won't be anything. Anyway,
Shadows flying in the upper sky.
so Clem, you're bounding down this mountain side, finding the right path. Again, you know this area really well. Stormbringer, you're keeping up really easily. Hakari, Charity, and Burbage, go ahead and give me athletics checks to see how well you're sort of keeping up on these trails.
Hakari's carrying me.
Yeah.
That's right. So we're gonna put disadvantage.
I might be dumping you on the ground too.
So it's
Going, run for your life.
17.
Hakari is pretty athletic.
It's disadvantage. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm pretty athletic.
Yeah.
Woo!
Okay, good. 14,
Okay.
14, and
17 for Charity.
17 for Charity, 14 for Hakari, and Burbage. Oh yeah, Burbage is just that's right.
Passive. Passive
passive
athletics.
Yeah, Hakari, you're having to like kind of strain a little harder here, and it's a little more tiring. But you're able to bound down pretty quickly with
I
Burbage on
took
your
some
shoulders.
uppers or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
what's
even
going on.
to the point where you can kind of like tip him, like whoa, I'm gonna drop you, and he just looks into a ravine. He just comes back onto your shoulders very easily. And it's not too long before you come across kind of a rickety bridge that really does cross this ravine. Going across the bridge, that's going to save you probably 3 or 4 more hours of trek. But it's kind of up to you. It's starting to get it's starting to get about 6 or 7 in the evening, so light is going to be disappearing pretty soon.
Is it something that I've crossed a bunch of times and feel is a comfortable bridge, or?
Yes, you have crossed it many times. You sort of look around at the people behind you who are all bigger, except for Burbage, than you, all carrying a lot of weight in their packs.
Well, we could also though, like,
That the Goliaths use.
This is not necessarily one Goliaths use a lot. Goliaths tend to go by horseback through the mountain a lot, and this would not carry a horse, probably.
not even a horse.
No.
Yeah, then we probably should.
So, I know I can cross on this bridge, but I'm a little bit nervous about all of us crossing. If we cross it, we'll get across, hopefully, quickly, but we might die all in the ravine if it doesn't work out. Or we could add a 3 or 4 hours leisurely stroll to our trek tomorrow, and most likely get there in one piece.
I see that one.
So this is like a bridge going across a ravine, and how long is it?
It's about 30 feet across, and the wood planks that are on it are about 10 feet wide.
So I'm also just going to say that maybe a little more walking time tomorrow doesn't suck when there's been apparently an aerial predator, and walking in an area that is completely exposed seems not great. But that's just me.
I mean, that would be my choice too, but you guys seem like you decide everything by vote. So
Not
I figured
everything.
I would bring it up rather than just assuming that. I mean, I am your guide technically.
True.
So I could just say, we're not going to cross this bridge, family.
So Clem, you would know that if they're looking for some cover, there are certainly pretty dense pine trees and small caves and rock formations. If you go across this bridge, if you kind of go down into the valley a little bit more, it's going to take a lot longer, but you are also a lot more exposed in that area.
Okay, so do we want to be exposed and not fall into the ravine? Or do we want to maybe have some cover, but possibly fall into a ravine? I mean, I technically have Featherfall, so if we do start to fall, I could, protect some of us?
How many of us?
That's a great question. I'm usually by myself. I'll have to think it over.
You also mentioned a flight potion earlier.
Oh
That could come
yeah,
in handy.
somebody could fly. If somebody wants to fly across the ravine, that'd probably help a lot. Maybe the big one here, Melonbala.
That's not my name. My name is Snow Mountain Baller, but I could definitely do that. I can fly.
I can actually
That
choose
makes
up
sense.
to 5 of us. So I could cover all of us if we fall.
This sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, we could try to get across the bridge. If it breaks, boom, feather fall. We all go down to the ravine anyway. So
Yeah, I
it's
mean, it sounds exciting to cross the bridge. Sounds like a really great set piece.
Why are you laughing, Andy?
Well, just in case no one's thought of it, you don't all have to be on the bridge at the same time.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, no, I
You
was.
could go one at a time.
One at a time, yeah.
I think that's what we're figuring, but she was saying she has feathers
Yeah.
and all that.
yeah, but
Just
feather
in
fall
case.
only need to be 60 feet. So about how long is the bridge?
30 feet.
So
Okay, so as long as but here's my thought.
Yeah.
We don't want to get separated, right?
Yeah.
So if one of us goes across and then some of us fall, but the other ones are up here, then we'll be separated.
True.
well,
So-
maybe giving the
or-
flying potion to Snow Mountain Baller is still a good idea because that way she could definitely get to the other side and she could help carry down if anyone got to the other side and then was stranded.
Or back
Oh,
up.
that's smart, right?
Could you fucking fly across carrying all of you? I mean, we're like totally exposed to aerial predators then, but it sounds fun.
True.
It does.
Does it?
Yeah.
It does.
I mean, have you ever flown? It's pretty fun.
And you know, according
You
to
have
this
no
book of
idea.
Elvish erotica, being exposed can be a lot of fun too.
Okay, so which of these plans seems like safest?
Yeah, so just expose yourself, and then we'll all be fine as we go across the bridge.
You hear kind of a rumble.
I bet we're gonna.
So
have
it
to
sounds
do
like
this
there's air predators along with land predators, huh?
And about probably about 100 feet behind you on the path, a very large boulder just kind of rolls across it and then tips out into the ravine.
Oh,
Okay.
I wonder if that killed your Goliath friend.
I
It's a
mean,
boulder.
Well, your eyes sort of track up the mountain as to where it might have fallen
Yeah.
from. And it's hard to tell from here, but you think you see a foot, a gigantic foot sort of dangling slightly off one of the ledges higher up.
Okay.
And then almost what looks to be kind of a boulder itself just sort of wiggling and jerking
Like-
back and forth a tiny bit.
Like a Goliath foot or bigger than that?
Much, much bigger.
Would I recognize this as a giant?
This would probably be a stone giant.
Okay.
God damn
would
it.
recognize.
So I think that there's also stone giants that live in this area, and they're kind of dicks. They're
We're
kind of
just
like
trying to-
racist dicks.
We're just trying to get from one side to the other.
Yeah, they don't really care.
Ugh.
So, how about we can try and cross. I'll give the flight potion to the baller here, just in case, and then we can try and get across one by one. I'll cast Featherfall if somebody falls, and she can just catch them. Should we do that?
Sure.
That seems like a good idea.
Okay, so I'll give the
Glancing-
potion of flight. Oh, sorry, to Stormbringer.
No, you're good. Yeah, glancing back to that giant and some sort of giant rock that is sort of wiggling. That rock then lifts up a head with a gigantic beak, a bit of red something dripping from it, and it spreads its wings incredibly wide, 50, 60 feet wide out of its body, folds
This
it
is-
back in, and you hear a
So this is a dragon of some sort?
This is a rock that you would notice. A gigantic gray feathered
Okay, I quickly give the
behemoth.
potion of
of a
flight
bird.
to Stormbringer.
Oh,
All right, Stormbringer, you have a potion of flight. Hey, why don't we just let me
have
show
a-
you?
phone.
Let me show you what you're dealing with here.
Oh gosh.
And in fact, no reason whatsoever. Why don't we go ahead and just roll some initiative?
I see it. I can't.
So here's the bridge.
Yeah, where's the thing?
It's
Don't I have
behind
to-
you, way up back here.
Don't I have to click on my thing?
Oh,
Or
Yes,
I don't
Yeah.
please click on
I
your
don't
icon
see,
first, and then
I don't see in my icon.
You don't
Am
see-
I crazy? Oh,
Clem?
Jesus, fuck. It was really small.
right on.
Did you do for mine?
I have not yet.
Okay. Doesn't matter. I always get really low anyway.
I can't. I don't want to sing.
Would you get in trouble for humming that?
I don't know.
Why did?
Probably.
Oh. Did I roll a 3?
Okay.
Yeah.
It appears so.
Wow.
Would I roll?
All right.
Would I
So
roll?
Charity, you're able to
An
go first for the
8.1.
moment. 8.1.
Sorry. Thank you. Otherwise, I don't know what order.
If you'd like, or you could hold your turn until after someone else, or hold.
Was
an
I
action.
able to hand off the potion before?
Yes, already.
started?
Yep.
Okay.
You already
And
have
so
hand off potion.
the rock we're seeing is behind us,
Yes.
not towards this
Up-
bridge.
Yes, up on the side of the mountain. Kind of. You didn't curve around underneath it. You kind of curved around the other side of the mountain, but it is on sort of your side of the ravine, if that makes sense.
And is it so? If we just, if north is up on this map, is it northwest of us, basically?
It is, northwest of you.
Okay,
Yep.
I was just trying to make sure that I was oriented correctly to where the path was. I think I'm probably going to just hold my turn.
Okay. Jump back in after someone when you want that. Burbage.
I mean, we're just trying to cross the bridge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna seem really selfish for Burbage to just start running across the bridge.
No, I mean that's.
But since
the
when have I
goal.
ever cared about that? Yeah, Burbage will yell out, "Over the bridge!"
All right.
So he'll run as fast as his little halfling feet can take him, which is at least 60 feet with dash.
Okay. 30 feet. So at the end of your round, you'll get to about the center of the bridge, right?
That's 30.
Okay. Yeah.
Can I
give
take
me-
the dash action?
Well, let's hold on. Let's see.
Okay.
As you step onto the bridge starts to sway back and forth, and as you're going pretty quickly through it, go ahead and give me an acrobatics check with disadvantage
Oh my god.
as you're running through this. 24 with disadvantage. You goddamn rogue.
The other one
do
was
have-
was a crit.
I do have expert acrobatics.
Yeah. You one of the planks kind of accidentally flips sideways as you step on it. But you're able to just kind of roll, grab onto the rope, pull yourself up easily. The thing is swinging, but your balance is impeccable. If you want, easily you can take the dash action and get across.
I'm wondering is there any way that Burbage can be of assistance to them while on the bridge? I don't think so.
I mean, you could be
Like-
an extra pair of hands if someone loses their footing or something, but it's up to you.
But also extra weight on the bridge if anybody else
Yeah.
wants to cross.
I mean, but not a lot of weight. Burbage is he's like 35 pounds.
Yeah.
Does Burbage? I mean,
Plus about
so,
100 pounds of stuff, I think, but yeah.
No, true. But since when have we ever?
When have we ever calculated that?
I think that the other thing is just over the table, like mechanically, but I think also it would make sense to Burbage. Any way that you'd be helping would probably be primarily based on strength. It would be like pulling someone up or something else.
True.
Right. I just didn't know if Burbage feels like there's any way that he can help stabilize the bridge. Like, just judging from, like, he's the lightest member of this party, and he kind of struggled with it. And so I don't know if, like, lying flat and kind of bracing himself across the bridge would, like, stable, like, especially that board that kind of flipped or whatever. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, let me know what you'd like to try.
I mean, it's, like, he went over first, and that happened even with the fucking 24 acrobatics. It's an impulse. I don't know. I think that, like, let's say that, like, as he kind of braces himself in response to that, like, board flipping or whatever, he kind of ends up like lying flat on the bridge and kind of trying to, like, I don't know if his arms are even long enough. He's trying to he's trying to stabilize the bridge with his body.
Okay.
So that what happened to him, like whatever that loose board was or whatever, doesn't happen to anybody else.
Okay. Excellent. Stormbringer, your turn.
Is drinking a potion an action?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna drink the potion.
Okay. What is the potion, like, how long and how
It's
fast?
a flight speed of 10 feet for 10 minutes.
Okay. 10 minutes, 10 feet.
10 feet around.
Yeah. Unless you dash, but yeah.
But it would also just mean you have flight speed in sort of your pocket. You could try to move across the bridge normally.
Yeah, you don't have to lift off the ground immediately. It's not a Willy Wonka fuzzy drink or something.
Fizzy drink.
Fizzy drink, not fuzzy.
I was like,
fuzzy. How long was it left there? It sounds like it got moldy.
Right.
What do you think?
I mean, I don't, like, with that flight speed, I'm not going to be able to actually save anyone if they start falling. Like, I won't be able to catch up to them, right? Like,
You can if I cast Featherfall.
how much does that
Yes,
slow
true.
them?
I have to look real quick.
It might be like 20 feet around or something like that.
So it slows to 60 feet per round.
Oh.
but they take no damage when they
But they
hit.
take no damage.
Yeah. It's like a parachute. Yeah.
Okay, so I can just
Yeah.
very slowly come up with them then again if they fall. Okay.
Okay.
So, and that's a reaction, right? So you can do it if you see somebody falling. Okay. So I'm gonna move up here and be like, okay, maybe everybody should, like, get across the bridge. I don't know, things seem not great. Yeah. And I'm also gonna turn and face back where the rock and the stone giant are, with my glaive prepared, just in case.
You also notice, Stormbringer, that the rock seems to be sitting on. You can't see the stone giant's chest, but it is laying down, and the rock seems to be sitting, like, on its chest. And you haven't seen the stone giant move at all. If I'm painting the correct picture here.
Okay.
How'd the boulder come down?
That seemed to just be
Spasming.
rock loose, because the rock is still kind of, like, wiggling and stuff. Up there. All right, Hakari, or does Charity want to jump in?
Not gonna jump in. I'm good.
Okay, Hakari.
Yeah. So, am I going across the bridge? What's going on?
That is up to you.
I don't know. Does it seem like I should be, or should I wait for someone to get across?
I mean,
We
Burbage
wanna
is
start moving.
in the middle of the
Okay.
bridge, kind of trying to keep it steady. He's probably waving everyone
So
on.
try to dash across, I guess? I don't know.
20, 25, 30 can get you here.
Okay.
And you want to try to dash?
Can I?
You can. It's going to be a little harder to run.
Okay.
So let's get an acrobatics with disadvantage.
Do we see the? Do I see the bird on the map or no?
No.
I don't suppose Burbage helping to stabilize the bridge makes it just a normal roll for people.
It lowers the check.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. But doesn't quite, offer advantage. Okay.
That feels not great.
That's a 2.
It's not a crit fail. It's not a crit fail.
Not a crit fail. So Burbage is holding this plank and he's basically said, just step over this one right here. And you step over that one and through entirely another plank. You try to then just flail your arms and try to grab onto something. Burbage, if you want to try to catch her, I would need a strength saving throw here.
Let's do it.
Okay.
God damn it.
18.
18.
Woo!
18. You very quickly lunge over there and catch Hikari as Hikari is completely slipped through the planks and is almost in free fall, and barely he grabs onto your hand.
Woo! Woo!
So you haven't dashed yet, Hikari. If you want to use the rest of your turn to try to climb up with Burbage's help,
yes.
This will be an athletics check with advantage since Burbage is rolled so well. Yeah.
2 on.
Nice. Nice save there, Halfling.
I think your minimum you can get without fumbling is like a 10. You have a very high athletics mod.
Yeah, I do.
19. Nice.
19, yeah.
Okay.
You're able to, with his help, you're able to push yourself back up, find some sturdy planks again to sit on, and just barely able to climb
but I'm
entirely.
just sitting there?
You're standing there, like really holding onto the side of the bridge, basically.
I can't just dash?
Not anymore. You had to climb up through the thing all the rest of the way. But you are no longer falling to your death.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Thanks, Burbage.
You're welcome. Thank God we had all that practice back on the ship with our acrobatic dancing routine.
Mm-hmm. True.
So, question, Andy, as Charity is watching this happen, do I feel like with both what I've seen from Burbage and Hikari, the problems have sort of come at the middle of the bridge or beyond? Like, especially when someone is trying to run?
Right, especially when they're trying to go quickly up across the bridge, yeah.
Yeah, that was probably kind of dumb.
Yeah, everything else up to that point seems pretty sturdy.
Okay, so Stormbringer can fly, Clem can feather fall, these two are on the bridge.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to reintroduce my turn here, if that's okay.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Yeah, unless Hikari had anything else. I wasn't sure if there was anything.
No.
That's all that Hikari had. Unless you have a bonus action, bite.
So
Burbage.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
So 5, 10, 15, 20. And I'm not going to put... Let me just double check something. And these squares are actually rock.
Yes.
As is like this one.
Yeah.
And this one. Cool. I'm going to get there, and I've seen this shit show. Telekinesis. And basically, as I start walking onto the bridge, I'm going to affect myself. And I'm going to hover slightly into the air.
Excellent.
And then move myself 30 feet across.
I love it. Beautiful. Well done. Yeah, you sort of just lift off right past Burbage. You're just floating.
As I'm sort of going by, I do quite agree. Flying is fun.
You land on the other side. Very good.
And I have
All
TK
right.
up then.
Yeah. All right. Clem, you hear some more rock fall behind you. It seems like you're as drawn to that giant bird again, which now seems to be taking flight You're now sort of worried that the kind of screech that Akari let out, being nearly dropped, might have drawn its attention.
I don't screech.
You let out a "Bwah!"
Blah!
Woo, woo, woo,
Woo,
woo,
woo, woo. We were both wooing, yeah, for sure.
woo. Yeah.
Yeah. It is gigantic in flight, and it's very fast. It sort of whips around now almost to the other side of the canyon. Still. Let me give you something for reference, but still about 30 feet north off the map, flying toward you guys. But now you can see how large.
No,
this
thank you.
Unsubscribe.
Clementine, your turn.
It's my turn.
Aye.
Okay. I am going. So it's not like attacking us yet or anything. And
Nope, it's coming
how far
toward
is
you.
it from us? Though?
It has another round probably before it can get to you. It's still like 30 feet above that point on the map.
Right. So I could like technically attack it if I wanted to, but that might be dumb.
Attack it with.
A spell?
I
Or
suppose
is
that depends on the spell. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You said it was 30 feet above, right?
Yeah, it's 55 feet from you on the other side of the ravine, another 30 feet up. So that's like 80 feet ish away from.
No, we got a Pythagorean theorem here, don't we?
That it doesn't work with 5e squares, but
Yeah, I'm on a Pythagorean theorem. I'm sorry.
okay, fine, you can do that.
It's a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So we've got 55 squared. Okay, I'm sorry. Do we want to attack this thing?
I mean, you're like our guide,
Yeah.
and that, I mean, I don't know. I think that's kind of badass.
I mostly want people to be on the same side of the bridge as me.
I mean, I'm working on it.
I just like chaos, so yes.
I am going to go out onto. Okay, so I will use. So I can run and then I can use my action to dash, right?
Yes.
Okay, I will do that. So my speed is 25 feet.
Okay. Where
so
are
I
you
can
running?
Go 50 across the bridge.
Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So you can get to about here.
Okay.
And I need you to make a acrobatics check with disadvantage, please.
Rachel, if your character dies tonight,
That'll be fine.
6.
Okay, so what I will do is if I start, I'm assuming I'm going to start to fall through.
So while Hikari's been pulled up on the other side and is like, "Don't step. There's nothing here anymore." You step on the one Burbage was at, and it flips sideways.
Which I know.
And start to now fall.
So
as it threw you off, you're tipping over the side of the small rope railing.
I have an infused item
Okay.
called the Boots of the Winding Path.
what is
And
Okay.
as a bonus action, I can teleport 15 feet back to a place I've already been this turn.
Interesting. All right.
That's why
As
I
you
felt safe
start to
running across,
fall-
because I was like, I could do this.
As you start to fall off of this thing, where would you like to teleport to?
Just be probably right behind. Oh, I'm not in selecty mode. Hold on. Maybe like there-ish? So, because it's like wherever it was that I was safe before I fell.
Okay. Yeah, this was the last place you were safe here.
Yep.
Is that an action or bonus
It is a
action?
bonus
or-
action.
Right on.
Yeah. I
All
double
right.
checked. That's what I was reading up on before, because in the Artificer thing it doesn't say. So I Googled Boots
Yeah.
of the Winding Path to see what their shit was. So yeah, as long as it's been a place I've been on this turn, I can go back 15 feet.
Beautiful. All right.
Cool.
Would
That's
you like
awesome.
to action dash across?
I thought that's what I
Again?
tried and I fell through.
Yeah.
Well, I think you
Like,
fell
try it again.
before you actually used the action to dash.
Yeah,
Do I
you haven't
want to
actually
try
used
it
the action.
again? No.
Okay, yeah.
I don't, because I can't
Oh,
use
you
the
don't.
teleportation boots twice
Yes.
one turn, so that would be
Yeah,
dumb.
but you might roll better the second time.
No. So I'm going to attack the rock.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Okay.
Are we
what
not
do you-
fighting this big fucking bird?
No, let's do it. What do you got?
Cool shit.
I love it.
How far do you say it's like 80-ish feet away?
Yeah.
What do you got? Little rat hands?
I got little rat hands. I'm gonna attack this rock.
I'm just
Sorry.
picturing Clem literally pulling a pair of like desiccated rat hands out of her bag.
Oh, she defo has that in her bags.
Oh, gross.
Don't you judge my science.
Yeah, I deserved that.
Sorry, scrolling through many spells. I will just cast Firebolt.
All right. Yeah, give me a roll.
Yee.
That's easily within range.
How do I
It's-
click on it? Oh, this one.
It's also at this moment, as we come to this particular impasse, that
Yeah.
Galway remembers the discussion before we started that Clem is a level 6 character.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
She's level 6.
As an
14.
So, do I have to do this before I know if it hits or not?
What is it?
As an
Oh, yeah.
alchemist, I can add my intelligence modifier to one of my spell rolls, either attack or damage,
Oh,
if I'm
okay.
holding my alchemist tools. Which I
So you'd have
I
to do that
fight.
before you know if it hits or not.
fuck it, let's do it. So my intelligence modifier is 4, so it'd be 18.
So the 18 does hit it. A 14 did not. Very
Nice. Well done, Rachel.
Okay, so then
Yeah.
for damage, I just click on the spell here, right?
The name.
Click on the name
yeah,
of
in the
it.
chat.
Yeah, cool. Very
10 fire damage.
All right. All right, you send this
And I
fiery
say-
bolt streaking over Burbage's head up into the air, and as this thing is turning toward you, its beak now facing all of you. You singe its wing just a little bit. You see a couple feathers lightly fall from it, and then it beats harder as it's now rushing toward you.
And I'm going to say, you don't want to come over here, you dumb bird. We'll kick your ass.
Definitely not. All right, Charity.
I was gonna ask, is this rock or like
Yes.
bushes? Okay.
Large boulder rocks look fairly loose. To you,
Okay,
now
so
that you're on this side of the ravine.
cool. Good fucking times. So the three of them are on the bridge. I just watched Clem run onto the bridge, fall off, be back on the bridge. And she's mentioned Featherfall. Hikari and Burbage seem stable where they are on the bridge, halfway across, right?
Yes.
Cool. Stormbringer, come on down. I'm going to TK Stormbringer, 30 feet across to me.
I love it. Stormbringer, yeah, you can get all the way there if you want.
And this thing seems large and pissed at us specifically.
Yes.
Cool. Near me, also bonus action spiritual weapon will be called into being. It's not attacking anything. I just
Okay.
want to preemptively get it there.
Gotcha. Put it near you-ish.
Yeah, like kind of trying. Yeah, I was gonna say somewhere around here. I'm
here?
sort of trying to have it be like, hey, look, there's a target that's not the people on the bridge. Look, it's shiny. Little rat hands.
All right. Would you like to move?
Oh Christ, yes. So what is the grade of this? Like, if you were commenting that these rocks seem loose, if they were to come loose, are they gonna roll
Right.
this
So-
way? Or
Yeah.
this
yep,
way?
You know they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
So up here is high ground, different levels of high ground. The ravine on your left is obviously low ground. This path is about even with you.
So
And the path seems to turn then left around these bouldery things.
So I'm just. So up actually this way, sort of towards Stormbringer, would be the least exposed to falling rocks.
It seems like it. Yeah. Yeah. There's some already fallen, but nothing up here that looks precarious. Yeah.
And because it looks like this would be the line that they're taking from what you're describing.
Roughly, sure.
Yeah.
If a DM was evil enough to do something like that.
So I think I'm just going to sort of stay near Stormbringer. She protects me.
All right. Sounds good. Burbage, what are you doing?
I'm gonna hold my turn and until Akari and Clem maybe are able to cross the bridge.
Okay. Stormbringer, what are you doing?
So which way are the falling rocks most likely to go?
Towards the bridge, basically.
Closer.
Andy, you froze and
For
stopped.
here
Okay.
to like this line is what cheer.
This is
Are
fine.
you done freezing?
And he's freezing in the faraway town.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I freezing?
Yeah, I think just some internet stuff. Are you? You might be back though.
Andy,
Yeah, what's up?
don't pretend that
Did you see my marks of like where it would be falling?
I think so.
Okay.
Okay. So the rock is like not actually like down at the ground, right? It's like up in the air still, so I can't reach it, right?
Right. It's about 40 feet up in the air, another 30 feet north of where this icon is. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the way that you saw it, how fast this thing is, it could probably easily reach you next turn. If that helps plan this out.
Does like this area seem pretty stable from rocks? From falling rocks?
Yeah,
not
nothing really falling from that angle. Yeah, there's pretty much nothing up there. You're right next to like a 15-foot slope, very very steep slope up, right there. All right.
Could I get up on that slope? Could I get up to the top?
Yeah, it'll take a athletics check to climb it, but you
Or you could
Are-
fly.
massively, or you could fly up.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus, I just scrolled over. That's a huge bird.
You're just now seeing it. Oh my god,
My map is super zoomed in, so I was like, oh, God.
it's big.
Okay, so I'll just fly up to there. I'm gonna fly up to the ledge that, like, there-ish.
Okay, yeah. With the flight and you climbing up, you don't even have to roll strength. You're able to just kind of fly up about 10 feet and then just kind of lift yourself up the rest of the way.
I'm gonna point my glaive kind of in the direction of the rock and rage on.
All right.
Shout,
Hey, big fucking bird, if you're hungry for big fucking things, I'm a much bigger fucking thing than the rest of the party is. So, like, don't fuck with them. Come get me, you big ugly bastard.
Nice, very good.
Its head is turned onto you that has just climbed up and it's waving this gigantic glaive. It seems to look really hungry.
Wait, the bird has a glaive?
No. Stormbringer does.
Oh, I was
Stormbringer
like,
has climbed up and like.
Just in one of its little bird claws.
It's holding a glaive.
Wings,
We need to
wings.
reconsider our lives.
And Hikari.
Can I do this without damaging anything?
You're in the middle of the bridge. You could do that either right now or after you move.
Okay, I'll do that
Okay.
after I move.
What's the range on that?
60 feet?
60 feet.
Am I
Yep. You just need to make a acrobatics check real quick.
Okay.
to get across the rest of the bridge. But it's a straight roll, not with advantage.
Did I get a 1?
A 7. It takes the entirety, the rest of your movement to just get here.
Okay, but I'm off the bridge.
But you are technically kind of off the bridge. You just had to go incredibly slowly.
Okay, so I can't.
It seems like that middle part was just the worst.
So I can't use the thing then.
No, that's fine. Yeah, you can as an action now.
Okay, so I want to cast Dawn.
All right.
On the bird.
I will throw that in here. All right.
So they take.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's only 60 feet. He's a little further from you than that.
God damn you.
You could wait until he comes into range, which will be soon.
Okay.
And cast that like right in front of him.
We'll do that, I guess.
Okay. So you're holding your action for that. And Burbage, you want to flip in here, or?
She got across?
Yes.
No, I'm waiting until Clem is also safely across.
All right. Okay. As this bird then latches its eyesight onto you, Stormbringer, you hear something piercing and echoing from inside the cavern itself, and you hear flapping as another rock emerges from the depths below.
Fuck you.
Why?
And ladies and gentlemen, that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
I'm still, but Burbage is still in a precarious position.
Yeah. You're all kind of in a precarious position.
You're an actual monster.
Yep.
I kind of am. I'm sorry. But hey, we got a lot of really good stuff in tonight. Rachel, hopefully come back next time. Let's see what happens with Clem and the gang.
No, I've got big plans, you know.
I love it. I love it. And everyone keep track of your stuff that you've used here, and we'll pick up mid-fight next time. So, thank you very much for watching Goats and Dragons this evening. We had a lot of fun. We had a good time. Thank you guys, my friends, for doing this. This is always just recharging and really nice to get to connect with you guys again. I personally really enjoy it. Hope everyone's hanging in there as best you can. We love you. Stay healthy, stay safe as best you can. We'll see you next time. Peace out.
Love y'all. Have a good night.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.